scrimp is, buddy.
Yeah, which is a D6.
Roland.
Hmm?
How that scrimp is, buddy?
Oh, I threw it away.
Damn, that is big.
Oh.
I think I'm still gonna take
Victor's
that.
reaction was. He's like, oh.
Apparently it was shit. That's okay. Fucking
I
shit.
didn't like it anymore.
Those little bastards.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Oh.
Okay,
That face.
it's been 10 minutes. So we're going to switch over.
Oh, I thought we already did.
No, we were sitting on the intro screen.
Oh, okay. See, I thought we were sitting on the intro screen. We were. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
we're sitting on the intro
my
screen.
misunderstanding.
We are live though.
Yes,
Yes.
have been.
Yo.
My Twitch screen was still frozen on an ad. So
Well, that didn't help. So, welcome back to Fight or Dice. We're going to give a little bit of a recap because Greenus has taken forever. Just to get everybody a little caught up with where we are. Whoops. You okay? So, Goric had gone investigating in a... Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't remember what it's called. What was the first town?
Oh, Burgust.
Burgess. That was right. I wrote burgers.
Good reminder.
now
So
I'm just hungry.
yeah. Well, so Goric went over to he was traveling about and ended up in Burgust and was hired to track down a half orc that stole a horse, and he had rumored to go to a shrine in the woods. So Goric, hoping to meet the man there and get the stolen horse, went to the shrine and discovered that it had been pilfered, completely violated, destroyed, and found on the person of a corpse inside a list of towns that were being planned on raided. So, knowing his good bounty hunter buddy Ramsey was back in Baldur's Gate, Goric headed back up to Baldur's Gate to find Ramsey and employ the help, for Goric does not have a bounty hunter license of his own, but could split the take with Ramsey upon giving him the information. While he and Ramsey were talking in the bar, a nosy as shit, a very interested half-elf decided to join their conversation, and amidst the conversation, a bar fight broke out, and a passing paladin came in trying to settle what was going on. Most of the patriots, as guards showed up, ran out the front. However, 3 of them ran out the back, and so he followed the new 3. Through conversation, he learned that Goric and Ramsey were going to hunt down evildoers that were destroying shrines, and that Greenus was the next target. And Rin, interested in telling stories and maybe making a few stories of his own to tell, followed suit. They traveled from Baldur's Gate to... Oh my goodness.
Greenest to
I wrote stubborn. What was it?
Baldur's Gate to Greenest.
No, it was the city in the way. And it was passing city.
Oh, right, because we traveled through a place.
Yes.
We didn't stop there, though.
It starts with an S. Hang on. I'll take out my big notebook.
I think we were there for about 30 seconds in total,
Yes.
so that would explain why we don't
Hornable.
remember.
Scornable, thank you. Why
That's
did I
right.
write
Yeah.
stubborn in my small
And
note?
I just read that on my notes too.
Yeah. So
Yeah, me too.
they followed a caravan, hitched a ride for free as mercenaries towards Scornable, and then the rest of that caravan would go down to Greenest. Upon approaching Greenest, they found the first wave of a raid attack in progress. They hopped off the caravan, which decided it didn't want to stay there and took off, and proceeded into the town to clear the town of raiders and escort people that they could back to the keep or guards that were around the area. Upon clearing the entire town, they made themselves back to the keep. There they met with Governor Nighthill, who filled them in on the situation as a second wave of raiders swarmed the keep, making it impossible for them to leave out the front gate. A dragon attacked, and finally brave Rin decided to shoot him with a ballista from up top. The dragon
Wow.
passed, but while Rin was dealing with the dragon, Ramsey was downstairs dealing with a bit of commotion that had broken through one of the front gates. After fighting off both issues, the raiders seemed to calm down for a while, but were keeping hold of the keep outside. Sriracha, Gorik, Rin, and Ramsey were requested by Governor Nighthill to take out through one of the hidden sewers to go save the mill that was going to be set on fire. It had all their food stores, and the town would be without food for months. But upon going to the mill, they found out that it was a trap and another distraction. That's when everybody remembered the fact that they were raiding shrines, and they should probably go check the town shrine. Upon getting to the shrine, they found a large and odd-looking drake, more heavily armored cultists, proving to the group, I believe, that this is their main goal. Upon going to the shrine, however, they met a thing in the woods, and it's still up for debate whether or not that was a good thing or not. The creature helped them deal with the cultists at the shrines, but also ate their body parts, so that's a little up in the air. Right now, the group has returned to the keep after saving the shrine and all of the people that were inside, and one of the raiding parties brought forth, the leader of the raiding parties brought forth an ultimatum to Governor Nighthill for a champions duel, winner take all.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, he seems like he's not that bad.
Let's see. As of right now, from that meeting, Governor Nighthill, Sriracha, and Governor Nighthill's advisor are returning to the keep, and the raiding leader and his entourage are moving back into the horde. Now, if you would be so kind, I would like everybody to recite the story so far through their character's eyes.
Oh.
I'll start it off.
All right.
Since Gork is the one that tied it together anyway. So I don't remember quite how much I've gone and told you about how Gork feels about stuff, but basically he's trying to garner a large sum of money so that he can send it back to his town that is in need. And as such, basically he's a good halfling, but money is his main motivator in that instance, just so he can help people. So he saw these horrible things happening, where he found the note that had the places that the cultists were going to attack, horrified by such things and desiring to stop them, but also to make a profit at the same time. He hit up his old buddy Ramsey. Went back to Baldur's Gate and met with Ramsey. Went and had a drink at the Splurge and Sturgeon. It's delicious. Met a couple fine folks here. Kind of weird, kind of up in the business, but that's all right.
Definitely. Shouldn't be so loud. That's all it is, man.
So it looks so animated. So she's already gone over a lot of it, but Gorik has had less emotional pain, I'd say, than a lot of the party members. I'm sure that's going to change for him, unfortunately. But that smile.
She thrives in the space that hurts you.
Yeah. But yeah, Gorik so far, he's been there and he has his motivations, but he's more going with the flow, he's an opportunist. He's trying to make events work out in his favor. And and he's actually, especially with Sriracha, he's developed a bond. At least it may be one-sided, I don't know, but certainly the duality between Lathander's subject being the scion of light, essentially, and then my Gorik living in the darkness. There's a nice kind of yin yang thing going on. And Goric respects him very much. Rin, I think Goric sees Ring as a little young, maybe impulsive, but definitely has his heart in the right place. Especially when he saw Rin help those children, orphans. Definitely knows he's in the right place. And Ramsey, he's concerned. Goric is concerned for Ramsey. Goric thinks Ramsey might be losing it. Just a little bit. I yield the floor. Sorry if that took.
No, it's good.
Anybody else?
I can go next if you want.
Okay.
Yeah. At this point, Ramsey's incredibly tired. By the time he's met up with just Goric. But the trying to hunt down bounties within Baldur's Gate whenever he can. And the prospect of getting out and getting away from here and just doing another job is really what was initially on his mind. Not so much the outcome, just to get past and move forward. But as we formed our group, strange as it was, don't feel entirely comfortable being around a paladin right now. But it's okay. He hasn't shown like he's been too in people's business, as they are sometimes. And again, pretty similar to Gorik's take on Rin at first, was that he was kind of a kid and he didn't know how long he would last. And this was actually a concern for him. He's shown to be actually coming along. But anyways, moving through this job, trying to find these cultists. Just thought it was going to be another job, but has been having a tough time watching the as we have been going forward, seeing past events replay out before him, and things that have happened before, with this town being almost razed and people being assaulted. And so yeah, trying to deal with that and move past and get on to the next thing, get this dealt with, and not lose it.
Okay.
Kind of my take so far.
Want me to go next or you?
Doesn't matter.
All right, Ren will go. So far, Ren has pretty much held up that just a kid sort of in a space that he doesn't belong type narrative. He seemingly has some ties to people in need of help, and he makes some really rash decisions in order to sort of fulfill this hero complex that he's got going on. And aside from what's already been mentioned, he's made a couple of pretty interesting, dangerous calls, such as fighting 5 cultists single-handedly with only a bow and arrow. And that just about got him killed, to which he actually realized that he wasn't as capable as he thought he was, and actually witnessed one of the victims that he was trying to save unfortunately get killed right in front of him. Later on, he received sort of a trinket from that young boy who was brave enough to stand up to the cultists, and he is sort of battling this space between I need to sit down and decompress and deal with what it is that we've seen tonight, because he's not ever been exposed to any sort of extreme violence or danger or pain or whatever as something like this, but also understands the necessity of needing to stay on your feet and continue to move forward until they get a chance to do so safely. Uh, so far, it's pretty much just been a struggle between exactly that, understanding when's a good time to stop and recognize what's gone on, and understanding when's a good time to not do that, since there's still dangers afoot and there's still people that need saving. So he is just trying to put on a face as best he can right now, and moving forward, trying to save as many people as he still can. That's pretty much his story so far, is just impulse and situation as he moves forward.
If anyone missed episode, I think 2 it was, with the boy, definitely go back and watch that for that context.
That's
Yep.
A whole situation that he got himself into.
Yeah.
That's a good episode right
Pretty
there.
heartbreaking.
Yeah, he's fighting with a lot of internal struggles right now.
Okay, it's my turn. So Sriracha, I guess we'll go through characters first. He doesn't actually really have an opinion of Rin quite yet. He never really got a chance to talk to Rin or really see how Rin is. I mean, he knows that Rin is seems like a pretty upbeat guy, and he likes that. He knows that Rin is willing to do the right thing, even if it means sacrificing his own life. So he really likes that. But overall, he hasn't seen too much. Had a really nice character moment with Goric, like the sun and the shadow thing. So there was some sort of link there. It wasn't one-sided. He really respects Goric. He doesn't know. He respects Ramsey because Ramsey isn't afraid to get dirty and do what needs to be done to save innocent people. But he also suspects something is going on with Ramsey that might not be totally okay. So he doesn't really want to get too close to Ramsey quite yet. He wants to find out more and see, like, should I actually invest in this person or this group as a whole? I don't know. We'll find out. As for Sriracha himself, right now he's putting on a face just to get through this. He knows he needs to get through this. He already seen people looking up to him. He's talking to Governor Nighthill. Governor Nighthill's kind of relying on him, and might even be more so today. We'll find out. But he himself is struggling a lot. He set out to restore his family name, and he thought he was just going to be doing some good deeds for people. He did not think he would have to save an entire town from a cult and then begin brutally murdering all of them. He found out he's really good at that, so I don't know what's going to go on with that, but he was not expecting this, and he's probably going to break down after it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
The first thing I think of when doing a good deed, you should do a bloodbath.
Yeah, you know what? That sounds like a good plan.
I'm gonna go take out a cult. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, that's how you do it. Alright, so we're gonna jump back in. Currently Sriracha, Governor Nighthill, and the advisor are heading back. The raid leader, Mr. Blue Dragonborn, his pompous witch, and the hooded figure are walking back towards. I pick it up there because I know that Ramsey was doing stuff. And Rin was outside too, possibly doing stuff, but I don't want to take your options to do stuff.
I'm just very much pressed against a wall in the shadows. And if I see that they're going their separate ways, eventually I'm just going to pop out and join the group of Nighthill and the rest of them.
And walk back up.
And just walk back up. I don't really plan on doing anything crazy, or Rin doesn't plan on doing anything crazy. Just wants to basically let him know he was watching.
I didn't plan on. If things went south, I was gonna launch an attack, but yeah, it doesn't seem like it's really go in that direction.
Okay.
So if I
Um,
can, I'd like to what?
Go ahead.
Oh, I'd like to quietly fix the ballista if
You
once
hadn't
there.
broken it yet.
Not
Oh,
quite yet.
You were ready to, but you hadn't broken it yet.
okay. Well, once it looks like they're clear and they're back inside and safe, I'll dismount from the ballista and I'm gonna start taking note on how many if they have some kind of like I can get a head count of like elite. If they have any kind of like separate unit that looks a little bit more outfitted, and then regular that they have.
As the Raiders or Greenest?
The Raiders,
Raiders.
as well as what their ranged weapon situation looks like.
I will have you make an investigation check.
Not cool. 5.
And well, I was also about to say, because you guys have been fighting them in the field, you probably have a better gauge at what the armor looked like for the ones that hit you harder. So
Yep.
you probably should have advantage. Well, actually, you were exhausted,
I do not have advantage on any roll.
so you do not have
Right.
advantage on
In fact,
that. That would just, yeah,
oh look, it rolled a 5 twice.
you got a 5.
Fantastic.
You can see there's differences in armors, but from this range, you can't really tell their weapons. I will say, even at that range, and even with a 5, you do notice there's not as many kobolds in the lineup and around the groups as there were last night.
What's their ranged weapon situation? Can I see anything like that? Are a lot of people carrying bows and crossbows?
They've
see
got
anything
some ranged weapons, but also you got a 5.
Okay.
So-
I've looked at extra information. So
But also, you
but
got
yes, they
5.
have ranged weapons. It's a little hard to make out who has a crossbow and who has a short bow at this distance.
okay.
It's a little rough.
Sure.
Maybe you're tired and your vision's a little blurry.
Yeah.
So right as you approach, Governor Nighthill will not respond to you. He's very locked in thought, and after that exchange with them revealing prisoners on the other side, I think it's probably understandable that he doesn't gesture to you right away.
Yeah.
The advisor does look a little disapproving at you when you come up, because everybody was supposed to be inside, but Nighthill doesn't say anything, so he doesn't.
Do I read it as that? That
He
that it
he
seems
kind of
like
gives you a
they're kinda
cocky little
disapproving.
eyebrow, like you shouldn't have done that.
Okay.
And he's not really good at hiding it, so
Gotcha. I won't prod at them at all. I'll just sort of respectfully join the group.
I was gonna say, as we're there, I'd like to. I still have that doll with me. I'd pull it out and be like, "Ren, I think it's right that you give this back to the."
Is what he says literally, and then he'll take it from you.
that was in character.
Yeah, that was in character.
So you guys make it back inside. Nighthill and his advisor exchange a few words, and then Nighthill kind of starts to shrug off. He's got his arm in the sling still, starts to shrug it off. I'll get my wounds looked at. I'll get some rest up, and we'll take care of this in the morning. And he starts to walk off towards some of the acolytes in the corner.
I'm gonna go up to the advisor.
He's still standing right there. He doesn't look
I figured.
incredibly happy with what Nighthill has said.
Yeah, I'm trying to ask. What is Nighthill doing?
And he's got this like notebook clutched to him, and it's got like a bunch of notes, and it's got a bunch of like notes on the raiders. You could probably even like judge that from his handwriting.
Yeah.
Taking detailed notes on what he's seen and what's gone on. but he's gonna like tap the edge of the notebook like frantically with his little quill and be like, well, he's decided that he's gonna fight for the rest of the townspeople, and he is going to get his wounds healed, and then he's going to fight the champion.
Without saying anything to the advisor, I'm walking towards Governor Nighthill.
Okay. He's still there, like tapping his quill on his notebook, like not happy.
I do want to come back down.
While this is happening,
Reconvene.
oh crap! No, apologies. I am outside with them now, though. At this point,
They came back inside, so they're in like the Sully port, like the outer like ring. But Night Hill is going inside. It sounds like Sriracha is following after him. I don't know if Rain is staying in the Sully port or going inside the keep.
I'll be going inside if I have the doll.
And then Ramsey's coming downstairs, so you're all basically coming towards the same point.
Yeah. Well, while Sriracha's headed over to the governor, Rin's gonna quickly make a note to him and just say, whatever it is you're thinking, I need to talk to you in a minute, but I gotta get this doll over to the kids. Thank you for this. Seriously.
We will have a moment.
He'll make a separation at that point.
Yeah. Okay. Anybody else doing anything?
Coming up to you and asking what happened.
They want to fight. Governor Nighthill plans on it. He can't. I think I have to go in his place.
I don't think that's a good idea either.
Do you have any better options?
Clap him on the arm. Is the strongest fighter we've seen.
It feels like a trap.
It almost certainly is.
I don't trust it at all.
But even still, they have an army. What do we have? This is a chance. I'm willing to take it. Besides, 1 life for 4. I feel that's a fair trade.
I don't know. My opinion going in tonight, maybe getting them out or at least surveying what's going on might be a better way to attack this.
Even if we manage, what are you laughing at?
That was great. That was awesome.
Even if we manage to get them back, what then? We're still surrounded by cultists, disgusting cultists. Then they'll just attack and slaughter us all.
Well,
or attempt to. They haven't managed so far, but
let me get this straight. The deal was only that we championed a champion to get those people back, right?
Yes.
What do they get if they win? Did they say that?
The death of our champion, I think.
They did not say that, but I'm pretty sure we can assume.
All.
It is winner take all.
Yeah, no thanks. They haven't been able to get into this keep a second time. At the very least, we can defend it.
That's a good point.
I'd rather buckle down and fight to the end than, no offense, put all the bets on one incident.
It's true.
But that's a moot point. If our champion, Sriracha, the brave, does not fight, then the mayor will. And what then? If he loses, it's not a question of if we're going to take the challenge. It's a question of who should fight the challenge, or if we should deceive them in some way.
What if we remove the challenge before it even happens?
Attack first.
Yeah.
No.
Then the 4 are slaughtered. Are they not?
Do it at the same time.
That'd be very tough.
Right?
4? You want to save 4 interspersed amongst their forces at the same time with 4 of us?
Well, I'm
the
saying if
very
this is
least,
going to
we
be
get
a
a
war,
scout.
then the other guards would help.
We can at least scout them.
Our position is strengthened because we're on the defense. They outnumber us. The only reason that we have the advantage, if we even do, is because we are behind walls.
Oh, we need to go in quietly. No.
Oh, of course. But
No,
if
no, no.
we fight,
Very quietly. Late tonight. Do it now. And we take them as soon as possible.
then I think you and Sir Oucher should stay behind and be ready as backup while Rin and I go through. No offense, but your gleaming armor and your very, very tired-looking eyes don't fill me with the confidence required to sneak through an army's encampment.
I couldn't do it.
Armies. Trying, boys. It's Gerard Butler with rolled R's, and I can't.
Pretty tough, man.
Like I said, if at the very least, if you can't get in and don't feel like you can get them out, then just come straight back and try to scout as much information as you can. Worst case scenario, we have to fight them in the Challengers duel, in which case I'll make sure that we're ready in the event of a loss. No, I'm not going to let them take all. I don't even care.
Rin, what say you?
Rin's
Red's
not there.
gone. Yeah.
Back in. My apologies.
No worries.
Regardless, I'll prepare myself for a fight either way, but I must stop Nighthill. And then I'm walking off.
Yeah. Okay.
Ren's been gone the longest, so we'll cut over to him.
Yep.
If that's that, if Gorik and Ramsey are done for now. Okay. And Rin.
Rin's been dreading this situation a lot.
My bad.
He's going to find his way over to the little girls and the mom. He knows the doll is for the little girls, right? Like that was something that isn't.
That was
I even said it.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Sriracha
That's
found
what I
it
thought.
at the barn.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's probably a noise he made while he was walking. He's just trying to process all this anxiety right now. Like,
not be like completely freaked out.
Yeah. So.
You do see the mom and the girls, and the mom is like kneeled down on the ground, and she's got like both the girls by the hands, and they're like talking and hugging. Both the girls look very static and just kind of flat. One of them, the older one, does have her hand in like a little ball in her chest, and you recognize she's got Maggie.
Mm-hmm. So I'll make my way over to him and do my best to respectfully enter the conversation without just like barging in or anything.
The mom gives a little bit of a tug on the girl's hands and like squeezes and looks up at you.
Yeah, fair enough. And he'll be holding the doll, just sort of clutching it in front of him. And he wants to lower himself to their level or even lower if possible.
The mom will whisper a little bit to you, and she goes, "It's Miss Molly." Molly.
Okay. Oh, Miss Molly. Okay.
And she's gonna shake the 3-year-old's hand a little bit, like indicating to you.
Okay. Yeah. I guess I'll hold it out and I'll sort of recognize her gesture, and I'll look to the two little girls and I'll say, "Hey, uh, I I found Miss Molly, and I wanted to make sure that she was safe with you guys because I know that she's in her best care when she's in your hands, and I
The
just wanted to check on Maggie and you guys."
the 3-year-old's gonna take the hand that mom doesn't have, and she's gonna reach over like with grabby hand. She doesn't really
Mhm.
say much, and she looks. She wants to be happy that her doll's back, but you get that mom just told them something that kind of shook their tiny little worlds.
Yeah. So I will gently hand over Miss Molly to the younger of the two, and I'll try to just kind of like sit there, like cross-legged, if possible, and just sort of let them
So
kind of do their thing. If,
when you sit down, the 3-year-old will like let go of her mom's hand, and she has like now she has Miss Molly like super hugged,
Mhm.
and she's gonna like just walk over and like make room to sit in your cross legs.
And he'll welcome it.
Ugh.
And I'll look over and say, "Hey, how's Maggie doing? Is she
And
you still keeping her safe for me?"
the older one, she's got Maggie, and she's like she gives like a few sniffles and just like nods her head. And she looks up at you and she does that really hard like lip quiver. And then she just like like nods. And like she wants to talk to you, but she can't.
I'll tell her, "I knew I could trust you to take care of her. You did a good job. Thank you
She's
for doing
gonna
that."
do a couple little sniffles, and she's gonna hold Maggie back out.
Okay. Yeah. I'll take her.
And like even as an 8-year-old, she's got like quiver hands.
Yeah.
And she's gonna wrap up with her mom.
I have no idea how to talk to this girl.
And mom's gonna tuck her up and put her head under her chin and rock her, and she's gonna give you an eye, and she's gonna mouth the words like I just told
Hmm.
and she's gonna continue talking very quietly, and but like mostly mouthing her words, and every now and it comes out. It's basically like they told me that you said you were gonna bring Dave back, and I had to tell them what happened. So I just told them, so they're a little.
He's going to choke back a couple tears. uh, and just sort of try to sit there in embrace of the moment that they're having. He doesn't want to interrupt with, any kind of harsh news or anything. He wants to profusely apologize in every way. I mean, he wants to just like spew out, "I wish I was better." I wish I could. I wish I could have done more. I was too late. I don't. He's like battling this sort of monologue of uh, how he just wasn't good enough, basically.
Well,
But he understands that this isn't really the time for self-loathing. So
mom reads your face pretty well. She's just gonna reach out and like touch your knee, and like give it like a really reassuring like clench. She just we can't do everything.
oof.
And like even as she says it, she like shakes her head super hard, and like her eyes water up, and she just like clings to her daughter a little bit harder.
And he'll just sort of reassuringly have a hand on the back of the 3-year-old that's made way
Yeah.
into his lap. He'll make room for Maggie to go back into her little pouch, her little sleeping pouch. And he's just gonna say, "I tried," and not really get anything else out, but just sort of sit there in that moment and
So
just try to feel sort of that family element that they have. And
mom's gonna pick up little girl that's with her and kind of like pour her into your lap and like give you a hug too.
yeah, he will share the embrace.
Jesus Christ.
And we're gonna cut over to Sriracha while Rin deals with that.
He is going
Real
through
quick,
it right now.
Yeah.
can you show me a map of the town again? Just
Yeah.
hold it up.
He made a fairy.
Rin has 2 kids now.
With Gorik's wife.
God damn it, I was waiting for it.
So this is the keep. This is where you guys came in. There's the. Let me make sure.
That's where we ended.
Yeah, that was the shrine, the mill.
Oh.
Is there any
that's the
water
shrine.
around the keep?
Down the
The-
river.
This is the river, but the keep is in a big plain.
Oh, it's just open.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought it was on a hill.
Well,
It's on a hill, but it's like there's
Okay.
no
Surrounded
water.
by no land.
The
I'm a
sewer
genius.
lets out over here.
How close is it from the gate of the keep down to the southeast to the water source? Yeah,
So-
yeah.
Maybe 200 feet. But there's a raiding party there.
and this section right there that comes up, so it would be this side. This side. That's the entrance to the keep, right? Where's the entrance to the keep? That right there. That's the main
Yes.
gate. Okay,
Yes.
cool. Perfect. That's all I need.
Okay.
Okay. Continue. Sorry.
Sriracha.
Wherever Governor Nighthill is.
Nighthill is over with the acolytes in the corner, getting his wounds treated. And there are a couple guards around him that are fitting him with a couple armor pieces. They're just making sure that they still fit. None of them look pleased.
Fuck me. Governor Nighthill, you're not going out there.
And who's going in my stead?
I think that should be obvious. Me.
Then he looks a little taken back, like he was being a little like, we're doing this, and then, oh. And like some of the guards around him look actually really relieved. Because again, Nighthill is 60 years old. And he's a little beaten up right now.
We hope he's got that wounded arm still too.
Yeah, it hasn't been treated yet.
Okay.
He looks you up and down and he goes, "You've already done so much for my town. You can't be serious."
Yes. But
No.
I couldn't leave this town. God damn it. I couldn't leave this. Threw me off, dude. Jesus Christ. Reset.
Take 2.
Sorry, we broke immersion. That's our fault.
Oh my goodness. Yes, but I couldn't lead this town. If I go out there and die, you can still lead these people to victory. If you go out there and die, what do we have?
He's gonna ponder for a minute. He's not ignoring you. He's quiet for a minute, but he's being contemplative. And he looks you over again, and he looks down at himself. And you can see a man of his age, of his wisdom. He knows that you're more likely to win the fight than he is, and it is gauged on everybody in his town. And he comes up to you, and he puts his hand to his chest, and then he puts his hand to your breastplate. if you were to fall, every shrine in this town will be to Lathander. He
Damn.
sent you to us. And if you save us, every shrine in this town will be to the true morning glory. And he's going to grab your breastplate a little and like give it a firm shake.
Yeah.
And he's going to stop. And he's going to look at his guards and be like, find him our best outfit. And with much relief, it looks like to the guards, they shuffle off to go find. You're a bit taller than Nighthill and a bit stouter, so the plates that they were putting on him weren't going to fit.
Okay. I figured as much.
So they actually take off back to the armory to find you plate mail that fits correctly.
Okay. Is there any place in this keep that might be a little private?
We have some barracks that don't have anyone in them right now. And he's going to point, so past the stairs to the parapet, there's a door, like way past it, but if you follow the keep around, it opens to a door, which opens to another, like, circular hall that has
Okay.
some barracks in it.
I am off to that way, yes. Yeah, that's...
Governor says, "What are you turning tricks?" Sorry. That's all I was thinking.
Sriracha would know what that is.
That makes two of you.
Yeah, I know.
Man, party of hookers, let's go.
That's us. That's what we do.
How do you think Goric mixes gold?
And people's lives better.
Oh man.
Why do you think Ramsey's exhausted? Okay,
That took me-
yeah,
that-
I'm in
that was-
the barracks.
Okay.
Anybody else? Anything? No?
If there's no other RPs or anything like that that you guys are looking to do, you guys can join Sriracha in the barracks and get a long rest before nightfall.
That sounds pretty good. that sounds like the best thing I've heard all day.
No,
Yeah.
short rest, but
Well-
I'm gonna keep prepping. How
It's this fucking guy.
many soldiers do we have? Do we know?
Just as much.
Roll a
intel as we
d12.
can gather. Yeah, a D12. Yeah, that sounds about right.
How many soldiers do you have that are going with you or in the keep?
No,
In
total.
the keep.
Total.
Fitted soldiers, it looks like there's about 75.
Not too bad, actually.
And what were roundabout numbers for the people around the keep, the raiders?
You got a 5.
I can guess.
Can I?
More than 300, less than 6.
I mean,
Alrighty.
3 and
That's
6.
some tough numbers.
Ramsey, make a con save.
How many people?
As he's rolling.
How many people can the keep fit in it? Does it seem like?
You have about 400 villagers inside, and there's room for probably standing room, probably about 200 more.
Oh, that's a 22.
For your con save,
Yeah.
you have disadvantage because you're exhausted.
22.
No way!
Hey!
Damn!
You wanted
Well-
it so bad.
Motivation. Working through the night.
Take another point of exhaustion.
What am I getting now? What have I won?
Boy,
That was
I
just
do
straight
love
fuck off.
exhaustion points.
I mean, yeah, it's great. Where is it?
He's gonna be dead by the end of the night.
Probably. Exhaustion. So you have disadvantage on all ability checks, and your speed is halved.
Okay.
Ow.
Oh.
I can deal with that. I
Yeah.
got 8 hours. All right.
Oh my goodness.
I don't need to move fast. I can have other people move fast for me.
Yep.
So, um, here's the plan. What is the closest kingdom? Okay, so I need another answer. I know you're probably not going to have this answer, but I'm going to ask somebody who the closest kingdom to here is that would most likely give aid.
Kingdom or town?
Kingdom, fighting force, doesn't matter.
There is. They do know that there is a monk monastery in Burdusk that is about 300 strong, and that there are guards in Scornable that they do business with that would rise to aid them.
I can see 300 monks helping us out right now.
That would be incredibly helpful.
That would be pretty awesome.
Those are very far away, though.
Yeah.
Not a big deal.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
they are.
too far.
They're about a day and a half travel.
The monastery, even. Fuck.
Didn't
The
get enough wine.
monastery is about a day's travel,
The monastery is a day's travel.
and
Still,
that's
we-
if you can get a horse out. If
Don't
you're
we
going
only
by
have, like-
foot, it's about 2 days, and
Yeah.
you only have about 8 hours left. I mean, by now everybody else is resting. Ramsey's working through the night. If Ramsey's working for the night, there's still about a day left.
Okay, so here's the deal, right? How many people? Those kids. I need those kids.
Okay.
The ones that we saved.
Okay.
Okay.
Rin has gone to bed, so they're out there with mom.
I can't. Yeah, I
Right?
can't. stop them.
Okay.
When you say you need
Let
the
me see.
kids.
I need the kids.
Gork's
I
asleep,
need them to
isn't he?
start. What?
Oh yeah.
Nothing. Go ahead.
I want to try to have them fashion. Do we have like cloth
There's plenty around the keep.
and things like that? Okay. And wood. Rin is asleep.
hmm
God,
You could wake
Okay.
him if you needed him.
I need to wake him up real quick.
All
I'm gonna
right.
need your help.
Deal.
I want you to help me build a wind instrument that can be played basically by swinging. Think of like those.
God,
Being
it's,
that you're a
it's on
I
a
bard.
don't know
rope.
what they talked about, but
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Bolas?
yeah.
It's like a bolo, but it's like you swing it and it makes like a
Right. Right.
sound,
Oh,
right?
oh, Power Rangers first movie. Fucking that lady's staff.
Yeah, she does.
Right. The thing.
I just need you to help me make one if you can, if you've ever seen anything like that.
Yeah. What materials do we have? Are we just ripping shit off the walls, or like what's?
Cloth, rope, wood.
Okay.
Okay. I just need one, and then I need an example, and then I need to show these kids how to make them.
There's plenty of potato sacks that have been emptied of rations that you actually you can find them because they showed you where to put the heads. So you know where
Okay.
to find empty sacks. Wood, they threw a burning log through the sully port that never got cleaned up that has since been put out, but you can get wood strips from that. And then what was the other one? Cloth, wood, rope.
Cloth, wood, rope, so that they have something to swing, to make the sound.
And you found
And-
plenty of rope in the armory.
Okay. I'm gonna need to make like 20 or 30 of these. Kids are probably good with their hands.
Okay.
And they're the only ones that are
children to
probably-
work.
Yeah. Well, everybody else is gonna have to help me with other things. So, can we make one of those?
Through
Probably
your
Grin.
descriptions, I'm gonna give I'm not gonna give Rin advantage because you have 2 points of exhaustion, so you're probably explaining it strange.
I want the thing.
So
I
Performance.
tired.
want it to
Yeah,
sound like yelling. It's like a shh, kind of like a wind sound, right?
All right. Yeah.
Roll
He's
performance.
like, okay.
Rin.
Roll performance. Okay. Big bucks, no whammies. 21.
Okay.
That's big
So
bucks.
you fashion one that works pretty well when you swing it.
Cool.
I want it to sound like a person yelling. That's all I want it to sound like.
Okay.
Like a masculine yell. Okay.
A
You
little
get
hard
that?
to do with potato sacks, but sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll bore them out a little extra, make it deeper tone.
Cloth, something. I don't know.
So you guys are going to collect the supplies, make a couple strength checks to take apart the wood from the thing.
Valley
The
port?
ram. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, it was the ram. Yeah.
It was the ram in the Sully port, but
That would be a 7.
you have disadvantage. You're exhausted.
I know. 18.
18
Fuck
with
you.
it. Yeah, he's got some nice rolls.
Loving DM.
Yeah.
Um,
Really wants to see our success with this one.
So you guys are able to break those apart and get the wood that you need.
Okay.
And then you don't have
Great.
to do too much work on the sacks and the rope because you know where those are readily available.
Here, kids, make these.
Are you going to show them how to make them?
I'll host
Yeah.
a workshop for a moment.
Okay, do another performance check.
Yeah. +7, come on. 14?
How many are we trying to make?
Uh,
30, he said.
20, 30. I need as many as they can manage.
So I'm going to roll performance checks to the kids, but Skylar didn't get too high on his performance, so they don't have advantage.
I didn't show him very well, so.
We have an 8, a 15, a 6, a 4, and a 16. So you get about 10 that work.
Okay, well. All right, that's enough. That's fine. So what my plan is, I'll run this by everybody,
Wake
but
everybody back up.
I need help of some of the people. And what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to actually make a quick escape route out of the keep for all of the civilians via the sewer.
Okay.
Okay. When the actual morning comes, I want to get everybody at least into the sewer and ready to leave.
You do know that the amount of people that are there versus how long and narrow the sewer is, they will not all fit in there.
That's fine. We can get the
Get
a lot
it
of the
started
people
at
out.
least.
Yeah. Do they have horns or anything like that for probably announcing things?
There's some war horns in the armory.
Okay. And then any women that can fashion together
10 war horns.
10 war horns. Anyone that can fashion together a couple of flags that look like the symbols for the
Birdist.
the monk monastery.
Okay.
Just a couple of those. No, not for the other ones.
Wait, what?
Yeah, just for the monastery.
That's
If they
from
have a symbol.
Birdist.
Okay, yeah. Pretty much what I want to do is I want to get everyone out of there. If shit goes down, I want to get everybody out and into a secure location that they know of in the forest. And I want to stage as many people as I can behind the main force of the
Raiders.
And in the event of a loss or anything like that, I want to pretty much let them siege the keep and almost take it And as they're taking it, we're going to make it seem like we're getting reinforcements. Once they get inside, they'll see that it's empty, but it is a safe place. I want to cover the entire ground in oil, as much oil as I can. And in the event that they all file in, I want to light them up. Keep a few people inside, and I want to light everyone up.
Talking about war tactics at this point.
I got in trouble for waterboarding someone on Wednesday, but you know.
Yeah. I mean, this is legitimately like
Context.
warfare.
Context.
Yeah, context is definitely appropriate.
She literally just didn't speak, like, I didn't speak Elvish and she didn't speak Common, so I waterboarded her. That was what happened.
Right.
You don't speak my language?
If we can get one of these guys to take down a ballista, and I will help, and we can carry it out to the forest and hide it into a position that's going to be very
not going to
difficult.
fit in the sewer, though.
Can we disassemble and reassemble? I got 8 hours.
Make an investigation check.
2 dice. 7.
You don't know if you'd be able to get it back together.
Okay.
But there's a guard that he is the one that helped design these.
If he helped design it, he could probably get it back together.
And
hey,
he
buddy.
knows, yeah, nat 20.
Okay.
He knows these damn things.
Pretty much all I want to do is I want to get a ballista out there. I want to take one of these things that the women can possibly make that looks like their crest, and I want to wrap it around the ballista shot. So that way when it comes out and hits, they see that, and it's proof that they're being attacked.
You're not sure what the symbol looks like, but they make you 5 banners that all look very similar, and they look very believable. I'll say that. You don't know what Burdusk looks like, but that looks like some kind of town symbol. So,
do the people there know what it looks like?
Yes.
Because they're making the banner, aren't they?
Yep. They look really well done.
That's dope.
I'm gonna run this plan by the mayor.
Oh, I already rolled for him, and he thinks this is fucking amazing.
Okay. If we have any way to break the portcullis as well, and break all of that stuff so that it can't be lifted once they're inside. That's the idea. Or break something. Maybe not drop the portcullis and just let them break through the gate.
So
once they're back through, I want to drop it and break it. That's pretty much what it's going to be.
One of the guards shows you that if you pull this iron gate down at the bottom, when it drops, it'll push it in, but it comes back out, and it won't go back up.
Okay.
You're muted, Skylar.
No, I just didn't talk loud enough, that's all.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. Hey. How does everyone feel about this plan? Anything else we can do?
I'm asleep.
We're asleep, yeah.
You're asleep. Everyone's asleep. I've come up with a plan.
And that's okay.
Okay. I will spend the remainder of the night getting everyone into position. I want to get their best archers to be out there as well in the morning. We're going to get into hidden positions, and if shit goes down, we need to make it look like there are tons of us out there. We're going to be yelling. We're going to be any men that we have, anything like that. And then we're going to be
175.
175?
You have 175 guards.
Oh, I thought we
I said 75.
No, 175.
Okay.
I did not hear the 100 part.
Sorry. 175. Out of that, there are 90 that are willing to stay. The other ones want to go with the civilians to protect them.
That's fine. Totally fine.
I still gave you
We got
what, 15
90.
more than you thought you had?
Yes. So pretty much I want to make it sound like we have tons of people. Meaning each guy is going to have as many crossbows as we can get out there, loaded, ready to go. And they're just going to be pop, 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 switch to the bow, start shooting.
Okay.
And we just want to make it seem like there's tons of arrows coming.
All
Anyways.
of the guards follow suit with you, and they ready every crossbow that's in the armory. And one of them, wow, one of them knows how to set up a thing where you pull a rope and it fires 5 at once.
Cool. Perfect.
He can't aim them, but they fire.
Nope. We don't need to aim them. They just need to have arrows going. And if they hit somebody, best of luck.
This
The
knife
idea is getting
evil,
them.
and I'm going to use it against you in combat.
God. We just want to get all of them into the keep is the idea, or as many as we can into the keep. And just light them up. So I want to stage it to make it seem like so people are going to be
one of the
coming in
guards
from
just
the
asked
side.
you what direction you guys came from when you guys came up to the town. You came
north.
from the northwest. Because since the raiding party has appeared, they don't know what direction they're coming from, so they don't know which way is safe. But if you guys came from the northwest, they suspect that that's their best option.
Okay. So doing that. Wait, what about you guys going and scouting the thing? You guys are sleeping?
Waking up in the morning, I imagine, early.
You guys are gonna try to
No, they
get
were
them in
gonna
the
wait.
morning?
They had
Or-
enough. They had long enough to get an 8-hour before nightfall.
Oh, nightfall this night.
Yes.
Yeah, because the
Okay.
duel
The
is
duel
at
was
sunrise.
the next day. It was the next sunrise after that. So we were
Yep.
getting our rest and then.
Okay. So does that all make sense? What I want to do, without getting too battle mappy?
Yep.
It's already very complicated.
I've started to have to take notes, and when things go down, you're gonna have to give me a minute.
Okay, that's fine. Trying to make it quick. Yeah, I will spend the remainder of the night getting everything set up, or into the evening.
So that's gonna be another 8 hours. I'm not gonna make a con save. You're gonna make it again.
5 days without sleep.
Well, make another con save
Just for the hell of it. Just because he's caping.
Is this at the end of the 8 hours?
at the end of
Yeah.
the 8 hours.
Is that 15?
Okay, you don't fall asleep, and you don't take another point of exhaustion yet, so you're fine. So are you waking everyone up?
Figure we'll probably wake up.
Yeah, we're wake up.
Yeah.
We're responsible sneaky sneaks.
Gorik, make another wisdom save for me.
Oh shit! I don't like this wisdom save.
Oh,
Neither
no.
do I.
I don't like this.
Oh, you have disadvantage this time.
Oh,
Yes, I got it.
Oh shit, my stats.
Roll your second.
I like
Take
don't
away
want to
his
give him
natural 20
disadvantage,
like
but
that. Jeez.
Just be like me and roll
It wasn't
2
that
18s
good,
in a
but it was
row.
good enough. You know what I'm
just
saying?
give another d20 and just get another nat 20. You
It's
can
a
do it.
whiz. It's a whiz, right?
Yep.
I mean, I'll have +1 to whiz. All right, that's nice
Hey.
to know. Son of a bitch!
God damn it. God damn it.
What did you roll?
Rolled a 9. Well, 8, but it's a 9 now.
Okay.
Dang.
Okay.
That's a bummer.
Get pissed.
Zendar is piercing our minds already.
6.
I'm like,
So,
Everybody's
Sneaky,
awake now.
yeah, we sneak.
How'd I sleep?
You guys got a long rest.
Did I feel anything snaky going on in my sleep?
Nope. You slept fine.
Anything
nightmares
snake-like?
Nope.
No. Okay.
There is some kind of black residue on your pillow.
What?
No.
No, I
Smell
was
it.
joking.
What's it smell like?
See, this is why I don't have a
Like
pillow.
leaves, maybe?
Leaves?
Leaves? Nature? Mm.
Leaves? Okay.
It smells
Nature?
kind of funky. Maybe like decayed
Hmm.
leaves.
Man.
Okay. Rin,
Wait, is it on all our pillows?
Just Gorks.
a 15 was good enough. All right. Rin, you know what we have to do.
Do I? I was never caught up, but
Filled you in
I'll
earlier.
assume,
It's
I'll assume I'll be. Yeah, definitely.
Meta things.
Right. Yes. What's our plan?
How are we gonna do this? Yeah, we need to save four. Well, we'll scout out. We'll scout out first and foremost.
I'll like come in and be like, "You up yet?"
How are you still awake?
By the way,
Oh,
Ramsey
God, you're right.
officially looks like death.
Yeah, he's just.
You want to talk
gone,
about
I
bags
imagine.
under the
Yeah,
eye?
yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
yeah.
black. And
That's
like
pretty much what I envisioned.
he's starting to get like that purple like bruising that happens under your eyes when you like have not slept. And
Like-
what are you on, like day 5?
Day 5.
I'm on day 5.
It's too many days.
Day 5 of no sleep, day 2 of battle.
Day 5.
Let's do this. Let's come up from behind their camp. We'll exit through the sewer. We'll come up behind their camp from the direction they're not expecting, and we'll take a look and see what we find. Right now is the reconnaissance. We need to figure it out. We'll make plans about saving the fort later. That sounds square?
Yeah, let's do it. Anything that we can do to make this easier. Tell me again, why did Sriracha volunteer to put himself on like this? Is there?
Yeah, well, we didn't want the mayor having to do it, and hopefully we're not going to have to fight at all.
I'm not letting him die tonight.
Oh, he shall not die. We'll kill every one of them ourselves before
Bro,
that
just
happens.
gonna do that like that morning stretch, like.
Oh, hey, buddy, you're awake. All right, let's go do this scouting thing. Whatever's going on here, let's just go. Like
We're
that's.
just talking. Yeah. So I have the key still.
Yes.
We'll and we've
I was about
greased
to
the
ask
locks.
that. Yep, we got WD-40 in the lock. So
Perfect. Yeah.
So,
It's all,
so
it's all
we'll
greased.
cut on out of there, being all sneaky like. And,
I'm gonna have you guys roll stealth checks to
so we're
leave.
back. I think
Hey.
it's +7 in the
Good.
end. That's a 20 on that, I think, in the end.
27.
You guys are fine. There's nobody out there when you. Hi, Doug.
It's up a natural 19.
There's nobody
Nice.
out there when you go out there, so no one. You're pretty sure no one saw you open the sewers, and you are very confident that the sewers are still what's the word? They're not compromised.
Unmolested.
Yeah.
Something like
And
that.
we're basically going ghost right now, so
Mhm.
I feel like we can.
We are
After-
fucking ghosts.
After traversing the town as much as you guys have and knowing the layout, I'll say you probably
to
know
navigate.
to follow the river downstream and take the path up to weave back around the edge.
Cool. While we're walking, I'm just going to just sort of awkwardly make small talk because he doesn't want to address anything more serious until we have a moment to properly decompress.
Go
but
ahead,
at,
walk and talk.
at some point, as we were going along, Rin is going to do his best to inspire Gorik, just by saying that basically we need to pull this off, and that people are depending on our intel and whatnot.
Is that roleplay for you to give him bardic inspiration?
Yes, yeah, more or less. Based on the time that I read as appropriate that he may need it within the next 10 minutes, let's say, just offhand, he's going to do his best to sort of implement that into the conversation.
Well, it's going to take you about half an hour to skirt the town, so you know you probably shouldn't do it till you get
Should wait until
closer.
the end of it. Perfect. Whatever the case may be, he's got that on his mind. So if we're still traveling, then he'll wait until that becomes more pertinent.
Before we get to that point, I'll turn to Rin and I'll say, I learned something. A great tactic of stealth from our good friend, and then I take my face and I just dump it in the mud in the front of me. Join me. And I hold up my hand.
Shit, I've done worse today. Yeah, and I'll bury my face in the mud as well. Why not? You know what? It's in honor of friendship. We're doing mud masks. We're gonna get our skin cleared up some.
Well, yeah, and much darker than my pale complexion.
Yeah, not much darker than mine. Ha! I love being a dark elf. I look the same. That's great. I just have a mud mask now.
Me and your boy over here, we wearing nature's camouflage.
Yeah. So we now smell like mud. I take it. Rin is very careful not to get any on his clothing. For the record, doesn't care about skin or anything like that. But as far as splash damage, tries to avoid that.
I mean,
Are we
Gork
carrying
was
on then?
just like arms back, like whack, and then Rin was like,
Ooh, yeah, right. Like it was very like delicate and like almost like face painting, but maybe not.
Draw a
even.
little cat.
Yeah. He's got like rat whiskers or something. Like. Alrighty, so we're carrying on. We're looking to get behind that.
okay,
That,
you guys went on a
camp.
spot A.
We walk on. I get that delicious bardic
Inspiration.
and I'm very receptive to it.
All
You can
right.
tell.
Now that you guys are coming up behind the camp, I dropped my box lid. I'll have you roll stealth checks.
Advantage with mud? No.
19.
Mud advantage.
Mud advantage. 5. I think it's plus 7 at that point, so 12. 2.
Oof.
4.
You have bardic inspiration.
Oh, that's true. That's a plus 2.
It's
roll a D8.
a D6.
A D6.
D6 right now. D8's next level. You're okay.
D6 then?
Yeah.
2.
Take it. It's 14. Better than nothing.
Didn't quite get there.
Better than nothing.
So
Oh well.
a group of wandering kobolds have noticed Gork.
Boy.
It's okay. Do I notice them noticing me as it happens?
Roll a perception check.
Fuck yes. Wait. Fuck rolls. He's always betrayed me.
Get on your mat.
It is on the mat, and damn it. No.
You need to take luck. Lucky
need
is a
fucking luck. Oh, I do have lucky.
Aren't you?
But
Yeah,
isn't that
you're
only
lucky.
on a nat 1?
It's only on a natural 1 for the racial ability, yeah.
I think so.
That's a bummer.
Yeah. Do you notice anything? Because I sure didn't.
Does Ren? Oh, am I rolling perception?
I got like a
Yeah,
4,
you can too.
4 or some shit in the end.
22.
Hey, you see that 3 kobolds have seen you.
Okay.
Well, they've seen Gork. They have not seen you.
Yeah. I see that, and I put a hand on his back and cast invisibility, and say, "You and I need to make distance elsewhere. We don't have to engage."
It almost seems like the kobold seems to smell you.
What did you see?
Would I read that it's possible to use prestidigitation as a way
You've
to
been
mask
doing
his
so
scent?
much sense and stuff like that. I would say yes.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do that too and see if I can cover him completely before
With
trying
that,
to move forward.
it looks like the kobolds get very confused
And I'm just gonna
and
gesture.
decide maybe they didn't see something correctly and walk on.
And then we're just gonna stand there for a second.
I am gonna have you guys roll initiative.
Okay.
Ooh, there you go. Nat 20.
How can I take
19.
that away from you?
Yeah.
Okay, so they are moving
Did you-
on.
You can take it away.
Do you guys want to stealth or engage?
Stealth, I thought.
I would like to stealth.
Okay.
Try to
So-
get away from this.
I'm already invisible. It doesn't really matter. I don't think
That's
for me, does it?
right. I think you have like advantage on whatever.
Stealth rolls.
Yeah,
Well, with a
advantage
nat
on
20, I'll
stealth
roll
rolls.
again.
So
Yeah.
I'll have both of you roll stealth.
21.
Again.
And you
It's
have
really nice
advantage.
being able to get 20 and above on a
25.
12 die roll. That's really nice.
Thank God. Okay.
Yeah, we're good this time.
No, the cobalt's passed by. I got a 20.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Whew, made
wait,
it.
was it a nat 20?
We're not talking about that.
Yeah.
Because
All right. So
I
the
was going to say, if they
cobalt-
have a
the
perception
nat
bonus,
20.
yeah, they
Oh,
might have a perception bonus.
I
so.
threw it in the box,
And it has a 20 again.
and it's a 20 again.
There it
This
is.
fucking
I told you.
Roll
that
to
pink,
confirm.
That pink dice is fucking evil.
Yeah, that's all right. That's the risk we take in
so-
trying to get behind them. So
Regardless of prestidigitation, invisible, halfling, and mud mask
Ghost.
elf,
Mud Mask Elf, yeah.
the kobolds have seen you and are coming to engage.
Okay. The longbow is drawn.
All right. What were your initiatives again?
Mine was 19.
And then his was 20. All right.
It was a natural 20, yeah.
So you two do go first.
Okay.
There
That's all
are
you,
3 of
Gork.
them.
You pretty much have a guaranteed sneak attack. You are about as stealthy as possible right now, so.
how far away are they from me?
They're moving up on you. They're about 25 feet away.
What's the distance between each other?
They're pretty clustered up.
Within
Oh,
5 feet of each other in a
Yeah.
line or in a triangle formation?
Triangle formation, more or less. It keeps
Fucking
shifting,
pack
like
tactic.
which one's in front.
Mhm.
Kobolds
Okay.
like to stay grouped up.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, I know. Oh,
You
when
are.
it's loud.
Don't forget, you are invisible.
Mhm.
I know. I'm going to. Have they seen Rin yet? They did see Rin.
They
They did not see me. Oh, wait, they did see me.
They did. They,
Oh,
they
that's
saw
right,
you on
because
that
they had
last one.
the 20%,
But
right.
they have not seen me because I am invisible.
Right.
Okay.
They
here's
smell
what
you,
They,
though.
yeah, they know you exist, but
They can't see you.
but
I'm
they
gonna
can't-
run around them as they're running up because this is all happening simultaneously. I imagine.
Yeah.
So as they're running up to go fuck with Rin, I'm gonna go behind them, basically as close to the cluster as I can, and then go for the one on my left, so his rightmost.
Okay, and you have advantage because you are stealthed. You're invisible, and you'll have sneak attack.
One shot him, please.
I'll take it. Holy shit, that's high.
I love hearing that.
Oh, the math though right now. Surely that can't be true.
What was your nat?
It's proficiency. I got a 15 in proficiency.
You hit.
Attack bonus is 6. Oh yeah, it's high as fuck.
Yeah,
Okay, anyway. Let's do some damage.
let's do it.
Do
I like
some fucking
damage. That's good sound.
And a D8. Where that D8 is. That is a D10 if I'm not mistaken. Okay. All right. 6.
6 damage.
6 total. Oh, plus I guess my
Yeah, your
so
sneak-
10.
Don't you have a sneak
10.
attack?
That is with sneak attack, unfortunately.
Oh, so
was
10,
sad.
10 total.
10 total.
Okay,
That's all right.
that's okay.
pretty decent damage.
Before that cobalt can even make a noise, you see a rapier come out of its chest, and as it falls, little tiny Gorik is standing
Hello,
behind
Gorik.
him.
He's chilling. Cool. If I may, I'm gonna take a shot at the next closest one to him, to try to give him a little bit of space between threats.
They are surprised, but they haven't had time to react yet. So,
Okay.
I'll say you took out the one in the back, so there's one that's probably like 20 feet away from you, and one that's like 25 feet away from you.
All right. I'll go for 25 just to say I did.
Just
That is a 19 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
Cool, cool. Yes, and I max the die, so that is a 12 damage.
All
off
right.
the bow.
So he dies, but for a split second before he dies, he started glowing.
Huh. Okay.
For Rin.
Cool.
I
Mark
dig
doesn't
it.
see it.
All right.
The
All right.
other one, watching his two friends die out of nowhere, starts to squawk and
Of
run
course
off.
he does. I love it.
Wait. If he's running off, do I get an attack of opportunity on him?
Yes, you do.
Hey, all right.
but he is squawking.
He already started
To
squawking.
alert.
Yeah, so we're gonna.
He
have
already done squawked? How loud is the squawk?
He already done squawked.
We need
Yeah.
to silence these squawks.
I do love yip yak.
Fucking A.
It's my favorite language.
That was not a squawk. That was a screech for sure.
Why am I so bad at rolling?
What'd
Oof,
you do?
it's
What do I
okay.
need to do? All right, that's to hit. That's a 9.
It does not hit.
Unfortunate.
However, it is now your turn.
So he gets another chance.
Okay,
He's made it about
Aw.
15 feet from you.
I'll take it. I'm gonna run up to him
Okay.
and give it another go here.
All right.
Taking it a swing, if I don't mind.
Yeah, that's high enough. That's 15, I believe.
Yeah, it's gonna hit.
Wrong die. Fucking idiot. All right.
D8 for rapier.
D8 for rapier. I get that, but do I get sneak attack since he's running? Or no, I don't because he's not close enough.
No, because you don't have advantage.
I want those D6.
I love the D6. I love it.
I never use them.
I just love rolling like 30 D6 at once. It's the best feeling in the world.
That's 7 in the end.
All right. So he does not die, but it is Rin's turn.
Take a shot. 15.
All right, that's gonna hit.
Okay. And then damage. Hey, 12 again. This
Right.
D8 really likes me today.
So again, that cobalt dies, and it glowed for a second.
That is neat. I'm gonna figure that out when I'm not stressed. Okay.
So everybody stealth check real quick.
Yes, gladly.
Ooh, I'll take that. 25.
18.
Okay.
All right. Off a bad roll, but
Nothing has been alerted by the squawking, and nothing has been alerted by you.
okay.
Nice. All right. Disaster averted.
We gotta be careful.
We do, but we still need the information.
All
Thank
right.
you for the invis.
That's the least I could do.
Saved us. All right. Let's Barry? We don't have enough time actually. I don't really think.
Yeah. No, we.
No, let's say
Or at least
fuck it.
Rin wouldn't think to. He's still moving. We only have so much time.
We don't, yeah. Let's just run through. We run into camp. Well, no, not really. We run up to
Sprint.
sprint in the open across the plain.
Get out style, like guy just sprinting at the camera. Sorry.
Please. Give me that.
Yeah, let's see what we can see.
Mhm.
All right. So if you're gonna stealth up close to camp, are you staying about the distance that you are now to watch, or are you going to get up really close?
Where's the tree line at, if I may ask? Is it within distance that I might be able to?
The tree line
Perceive.
circles greenest. You're not by the river anymore because you've gone up past the east
Right.
entrance of town, and there's no wooded covering over there.
Oh wow. Okay. Okay. So that is not going to happen.
By the way, this pink dice is evil and
It's
wants you
killing
all
us.
to die.
That's okay. We'll see it happen.
We'll see it happen.
Are we around buildings right now, or is this
Yes.
more of like an encampment situation?
They have taken up residence in the town. They are using the buildings as their own little camps instead of having their own pitch tents set up. They're just using people's houses.
I'd like to look
Come on.
for a house that I could scale easily enough.
There's plenty of
nimbly enough.
rubble and destroyed homes that you can probably scale up a side of one.
Okay.
Gorik could even do it without an issue.
Cool.
Excuse me?
I will. Yikes.
You probably have
I-
second story work by this time, don't you?
He's not a thief, so he doesn't have it.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'll let Gorik know. I'm gonna go up to try to get a vantage point. I'll only be there for a moment. If you want to try to reposition, I'll try to keep an eye on you too. If not, I'll be back in just a sec. I just want to sort of get an idea of what we're walking into here. Is that cool if I make my distance for a moment?
If either one of us are split, just understand we'll make it back. We'll meet back at the keep. Find your own way if we get split. We'll try and back each other up, but we need to get out if we need to get out.
I'm going to I'm going to say something along the lines of I need you to stay alive tonight, and try to use that as my excuse for bardic inspiration so he can have something as I depart, just in case. If that doesn't work, it's understood. I just don't want to play an instrument right now since it's so quiet.
You're
Bardic
good.
inspiration at disadvantage.
Basically, honestly,
Let's
like
say-
as weird as that is,
Whisper to me beretically.
it's hard. Like I can't play music right now. I don't have silence.
I
or
mean,
anything.
we flavor it in the other campaign that my bard flicks one.
Oh,
Like, just
well, something like that honestly probably isn't far off.
Flicks one?
Actually, I'm gonna reach out with 2 fingers like Jumper did, and I'm going to press his forehead as my way of granting him that font of inspiration, if I may.
make an Arcana check.
Absolutely, I will. I would love to.
I like what you're doing, Kate.
Arcana is dirty 20.
All right,
Yeah, +3 to that. It's pretty good.
Gord,
And
you were willing to accept the bardic inspiration, so I'm going to say you were a willing creature.
hey, I
How do I
did
feel?
it. I learned something.
You
Uh,
don't feel anything different right now.
So, that said, I'm going to make my distance and try to nimbly and quietly make my way up a building as tall as possible, but I don't want to exert myself and potentially make a
So the
mistake
tallest
or-
building in the sector is like a 2-story bakery that probably has like a housing unit on top of the shop. But you can see that that is where they are holding up right now. There's plenty of food in there, so
Oh.
they've taken that one.
Okay.
There's some tinier houses around the side, and you see light coming from inside. I will say the bakery probably looks like the main one, probably where the dragon and the witch are.
Oh boy. Okay. This is about to get really risky.
That's sketchy.
I'm gonna navigate that way and try to be as quiet and discreet as possible.
Quickly,
Mhm.
Ramsey and Sriracha, what are you guys up to?
I, well, first, I'm alone in the barracks. I would like to have a moment to pray to Lathander.
Help me out, bro.
I'm gonna do so in Celestial though. I feel like that's a bit more of a better connection. I actually wrote one out. I'm gonna recite it real quick.
Cool.
Lathander, hear my call. I devote myself, both in body and in spirit, to you. Channel your power through me so that I may vanquish the foes before me and overcome any evil in the path ahead.
A religion.
I'll probably do that while like touching my shield. It's the only thing I really have to him.
A religion check.
Religion?
Mhm.
That is, I like that roll. What's my religion bonus? I know it's not good. Oh yeah, 16 total.
Okay.
And then I would try to find some scrap paper, anything I can write on for the moment, and then I'm going to start writing 2 letters, one to my father and one to my mother.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing for the time being.
am spreading oil or spreading drop points for oil in places that people don't need to walk immediately.
Some of the guards are going to help you set up oil slicks and flasks on a pole rope. The guy that showed him how to fire a crossbow all at once also showed them how to set up oil flasks. They pull a rope and they all drop and break.
Sure,
Hopefully.
that's awesome. So we'll do that.
They do lead most of their lines back towards the sewer entrance, so that way they can pull and run.
Yes. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a bunch of hay, which they probably have all over the place,
Yes.
lay on the ground to keep dirt from getting everywhere, and soak a bunch of that
one of the guards, seeing as you have this big ornate plan together, one of the guards comes up and asks, should we start shepherding some of the civilians out in groups?
Yeah. We need to get people out and away into a safe location. I don't know the area, so you're going to have to have anyone that's a ranger, get them out to a safe spot.
Bill
That's
goes
away
fishing
from-
on Saturdays.
Right. Bill probably knows some cool spots then.
He'll turn around and he'll call out, and he'll just, don't carry anything you don't need. Food and supplies only. Get with your guard group. Let's start moving. And he hasn't walked away from you yet, but he's calling them out.
Important question. What's the color of the grass outside of the keep?
Right now it's summer, so
or
green.
Green?
Hmm.
Okay.
It is greenest.
Okay. Do we have any? No, all the hay is going to have turned yellow by now. Basically, what I want to do is I want to take some oil and spread it very quietly, sneak around the outside of the keep.
So you're gonna go out
This
the
is-
sewer.
This is my plan.
Oh Jesus. There it is.
I actually have a fucking battle plan.
There
want-
are raiders watching the outside of the keep.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Is there any way at night that I can slip out, back in, towards the camp? That's tough.
Yeah.
And I want
God.
to.
And disadvantage on all checks.
You're gonna die.
I don't have to be the one that necessarily does it. They're sneakiest people. That's what minions are for.
If you use the guards, one of the guards will start stripping off his armor and putting on. They actually have some black cloaks that they stole from some of the dead cultists.
Ninjas.
That they were using to escape from the keep to go collect more people from the towns earlier. So they've done this a couple times and didn't get caught. So he feels very confident that he can go outside dressed as a cultist and spread the oil around.
What I want is I want oil around the. So this is the entrance.
Yep.
I want oil around the outsides to make it so that any forces that are around the outsides can't just come in and penetrate. The sound is
have
going to.
rough
I want-
terrain and fire.
Yeah, I want people making sound from the north and the south, and I also want people over. North and south, and then I want people over here is where most of
west.
the arrows are going to be coming from,
Okay.
which is where I want the true fear to be coming from. The
Okay.
idea being that I want everybody to kind of filter. They can't get in this way when the attack starts, so they'll have to go around and then come in through the front because it'll be the safest way if there's any spare raiders. And most people will probably start filing in anyways.
Okay.
In the event that Sriracha falls,
Please
we are
don't.
going
I don't want to
to-
do this.
no. Oh no! Trust me.
I know.
The first shot from the ballista is not going to be going for intimidation. It's going to be to get Sriracha out of there.
I got a plan to work with you on that too, by the way.
Yeah. So pretty much I want to make this the outside's a bad way to go in and this side the good way to go in. We will surrender the keep. A few of us will stay behind and set the trap once they start filing in. After
Two of the guards take off to do what you've asked and do so very well, and within 45 minutes return to the keep without any issue.
Yep. That's pretty much it for now.
And
I don't know.
anything else, Sriracha?
Just outfitting. Go up to wherever. Oh, that's why the cat freaked out. Wherever they have like the armor that I'm supposed to be wearing. hopefully get that put on.
They did find shoddy plate mail.
That's fine.
It's not awesome. It's not its peak, but they did the best that they could.
Mhm.
I don't have the PBH anymore. Can you read
Oh,
off
I do. What do you
Yeah.
need?
plate mail armor stats?
Whoop.
17 base.
I think it's 17. I think he's right.
Well, just read me
Wrong
off
way.
the as written.
Yeah,
I like it.
It's like 147.
See
yeah, I'm
if you
almost there.
wait,
Plate
hours.
mail is
Plate.
18.
18.
18
Yeah.
disadvantage on stealth.
Just yep.
Okay.
And you have to have at least strength 15.
Yeah.
So with the shoddy, it's gonna be 17.
That's fine. That bumps my AC to 19 for this fight,
Not bad.
which is better than 18.
Just better than 18.
Also, one of the kids painted a big gold sun on it. But it's like up in the corner with like
Mhm.
rays coming down.
That's really cool, actually. And then I'd like to make my way over to Governor Nighthill.
Okay.
Um,
Who is more exhausted because with Ramsey staying up and barking orders, he stayed up to make sure that everything was good.
yeah. Well, I know you're not going to go to sleep anytime soon.
He just shakes his head no. Not with
If
this
I-
one barking.
Yeah. If
I
anything
will-
happens,
Give the governor a drink. Continue.
He looks at it and looks up at your face and like politely declines.
at that, I'm going to reach out and take a drink.
From what he has.
Yep.
Right. I don't know what he's got, so
It's just something. Just drink
I don't know
something.
either.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Whatever Gorick put in there,
Yeah.
probably
it's just an
sour.
Or it
ending
doesn't
cycle of I don't know.
I remember it was hard alcohol, but I don't remember what it was.
Fuck. Okay.
Dog.
Well, Sriracha doesn't drink, so that hits him hard. Anyway.
Goric drinks clears.
Make a
Yeah.
con
Push
save.
it back. Really?
Yep.
Really?
Well,
Come on.
How's
man.
a fucking 19 for you?
Do it to
Maybe
him.
you should start drinking. You're fine.
You got a knack for this. It must be a family thing.
It might be actually. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh, to Governor Nighthill. Should anything happen to me, will you make sure my remains are returned to Loudwater?
He's very exhausted, but he understands your request and nods solemnly,
Okay.
and then kind of looks up at you, and then like to Ramsey too. And we dug what we could out of the keep. I have set aside 250 gold for each of you, and if you fall, I will return that with your remains as well.
Thank you. That's pretty much all I got.
He
and then I'd
takes
actually.
he like snaps his finger for his advisor to come up, and he goes, "I would like your family name."
Acha.
And the scribe will take note as a precaution.
Yeah. Ramsey, I know you have a plan for all of this, as I can see. And I know that plan probably includes a way to get me out. Should anything happen, it's going to sound strange, but my weapon will start glowing. That's your cue.
Once your weapon starts glowing, you should probably duck.
Okay.
The idea being, I want that ballista to be in a position. I know it's going to be tough. Maybe not. Maybe I won't use the ballista. Thinking about this now. No, I'm gonna be in the keep. Nah. Okay. So I'm gonna have. I did have a plan. Do we know where we don't know where the fight's going to take place? It should be just right out in front again, right?
It should be. You can assume
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah.
So I want the ballista lined up in a spot where we will be able to view that area if we can. Ballistas
Okay.
are long range.
make an
Yeah.
insight check real quick, or wisdom, I guess.
Same thing. I think. Yeah.
I think you have disadvantage.
Nope.
I think it's
Yeah.
ability checks.
No. No. 4.
Okay.
If I don't feel like I can get a good place to put it, I'm going with my backup plan.
It might already be in a good place, but you're not sure.
Oh God. Well, okay.
Okay. And one more thing, Governor Nighthill.
Yes.
Do you have a banner or flag with the Greenhurst symbol on it?
He's
I'd like
gonna
to take
look
one.
up, and there's one like up on, like they're hanging on banners in the keep.
Okay.
And he was like, "What one do you want?" And he kind of laughs. He's like tired, so he's trying to make a joke.
I will fetch it. Rest as much as you can, but stay weary. And then I'm going off to get a banner. One of the ones you like attach to like the
You
steer.
want a flagpole?
Kind of, pretty much.
Yeah, they have setups like that.
A
Okay.
battle standard.
They got that.
That's what I'm going for.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
You're gonna walk out sporting.
yep,
Okay.
I'm taking the armor, my shield, my weapon, and that. Nothing else. Not even my javelins. But yeah, and then I guess I'll probably just be like
Contemplating.
waiting in front of the gate. Like,
You know
I'm really doing this.
that Rin and Gorik are off trying to get some recon, which, speaking of, we will switch back. So you are climbing a house.
Yeah, just before I do that, just super quick, he's going to get up like behind the building. Yeah, no, fuck. He's gonna get up behind the building and
I'm
sort of
just
have
gonna
his.
not use this one.
That's fine. He's gonna have his back up against the wall, and he's gonna sort of like run his fingers through his hair, kind of sort of panicking in this moment. He's really trying to get his composure, and he's going to take the dagger and sort of unbuckle it from his belt and hold it to his chest and say, under his breath, really quietly, I'm gonna see Kester again. I'm gonna see Kester again, and he's gonna buckle it back on. The
Throw
mask
some
is gonna
feels
go
back
on
at your DM, whatever.
Yeah. Goes both ways. So then after that, he sort of collects himself. He puts his mask on, the hood is up, and he's just gonna start trying to scale this thing.
Real quick, did the plate armor include a helmet?
No, that's why it was shoddy.
Damn. Just looking forward to a helmet. Okay, never mind.
Have your flowy hair.
Yes. Make a dex check to climb.
Good. Just raw dex.
Raw dex.
Dirty 20.
Okay, that's fine. You scale it pretty good. Make a stealth check.
Okay. Natural 19. That's 27.
Okay.
Just nailing it.
Yeah.
So,
I need this right now.
You are stealth up, and you feel like you could probably get to the next roof. It's one of those things. It's not across an alleyway. They're touching. If you got up to that next roof, you would probably be able to see inside one of the windows of the bakery.
Okay. And I imagine with my sort of experience of navigating rooftops, I think I'm pretty confident in my ability.
Yeah.
Okay. I will do that.
At this point, you're not gonna have to make a dex check. You're already on the roof, and you're good.
Oh, okay,
Um,
deal. I will do that then. I'll make my way over to wherever I can get my best vantage from.
Make a perception check.
Big bucks, no whammies. I really need this right now. 16 off a natural 10.
Okay. So, you can see that the witch and the dragon man are in there. You do not see the hooded figure. You can't really make out what they're saying, but the witch looks very excited, very giddy, very pleased with herself. Either you're not talking loud enough or you're muted.
Oh, I just said okay. Sorry. Given that, do I need to roll an insight or anything like that to sort of see her excitement, or
Hang on.
he's going to, I guess, just try to soak in all the information he can. Is there any sort of movement beginning, any amassing of cultists, any
Right now you
content like that
don't
I need to be aware
see
of?
anybody moving out of like what you would assume is ordinary raider camp issues going on. They're just kind of wandering around, prepping themselves. You do notice that the kobolds are still ransacking houses and taking anything shiny they can find because they're little assholes.
Right, that's just what they do.
But actually, make one more perception check.
Okay. Natural 20. I needed that.
Much like the cart at the shrine
Yeah.
on the wheels, you see there are many carts stationed out here. Each of the carts they have about 20 slat pillars on each side, and each pillar has a pair of shackles on them.
Okay. I saw the champion, right, as well? So I saw the blue dragonborn. Oh, I didn't see
You saw the blue dragonborn, but you didn't see the hooded figure.
Right. Okay. That's concerning.
You got a nat 20, right?
On this perception check, yeah. Not
well, it was still included in this one.
Okay.
There's someone sitting on top of the bakery, and they see you, but they're not moving.
Damn, they rolled high on their perception too. Can I tell what kind of form they are?
It's a humanoid.
Okay.
You would suggest a male. He's wearing black leather armor.
Okay.
Hang on, give me a second.
Sure.
Because you do have dark vision.
Right.
So, he's got like darker hair. He's on the taller side. He's got some scars on his arms. They might be battle, they might be weird damage, and he has a scar around his neck.
Okay.
And he sees you, but he's not doing anything.
This is incredibly alarming to Rin. Whether or not he's doing anything, this is like someone sees him and he thought he was going ghost here. So I'm going to cast the Friends Cantrip on him from this distance.
What's that DC?
I actually don't think, I'm pretty sure it just makes it so that he is more susceptible in the future to any sort of charm that I place. Let me check that super quick. Sorry.
Yeah,
you cast that, you look and say,
yeah, just in
there.
case. Friends, for the duration, you have advantage on all charisma checks directed at one creature of your choice that isn't hostile towards you. When the spell ends, the creature realizes that you use magic to influence the mood and becomes hostile towards you. Oh, and becomes hostile towards you. Hang on a second. I didn't realize that part.
I do not cast the Friends
Cantrip.
Cantrip.
Can I step back and not cast the Friends Cantrip on this guy?
Is it a charm cantrip?
It's technically yes.
Then it has no effect anyway.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Great. I'll take it. So that didn't work. Maybe that's alarming, but also maybe relieving since Rin would know what that means and Skylar didn't. That was a mistake. Yeah, I guess I'll just like I mean, other than jumping down, I don't know what else to do, and I'm still trying to soak in information. So
Quickly, Goric, I'm gonna have you make some perception checks.
It was clocked. Okay. Perception. That puts me at an 18. Sorry, it's changed. It's changed. It's a 19. I
It's just
forgot.
smarter now.
It's,
all right.
So you two
Yeah.
see the carts and the shackles on each post. But you, being at the ground level, not paying attention to the bakery, hear some of the guards and the raiders talking about they were supposed to collect X amount of people. It kind of becomes indistinct, but they need to collect some of the civilians for something that they're doing. They're a little farther off, and it's a little hard to make out, but what they're talking about does not sound friendly.
Yikes. Concerned look on my face, certainly. Like, oof.
Are you
Uh,
are you moving up? Are you staying still? Or
I'm gonna move towards them to see if I can hear more what they're saying.
make a stealth check.
And remember, you have bardic inspiration just in case.
Thank you. That's a 19.
Okay. They don't seem to notice you. One of them's kind of slouched and leaning on his spear. He looks a little tired, like Ramsey 3 days ago. But
3 days
A
ago.
little tired, like Ramsey 3 days ago.
Jesus.
and they're just kind of gabbing away. One of them takes like a big long sigh and he goes, "I'm tired of rounding these people up. We need to feed the drakes. We need to keep the witch happy. But this is getting to be so much work." And I'd like you to insight check.
We're gonna start a revolt from inside the ranks while we're gone.
That'd be awesome. That would be so dope, dude. Insight, you said, correct?
Yes.
11.
You can't be 100%, but it sounds like he's more annoyed with the amount of work that they have to do than the fact that they're killing people.
About right.
Scum. How long do I listen to them conversing?
They basically work talk, same conversation on repeat. You do find out that another one leans in and, "These drakes are weird though. She's doing magic on the dragon eggs, mixing the breeds. We can't control any of these things. We just bait them."
Oh, all right.
I don't know, but the hatchery is supposed to be full of food. That way we can keep them contained.
Mechanics, I hear both of them talking to each other for at least a minute, correct?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay. I'll take a couple of knowledge and bounce.
I love mastermind abilities.
For at least a minute, right?
I love mastermind abilities.
If you don't mind, what does that give you? That way I know not to shorthand you of anything.
Excellent. It means that I can reconstruct their voice.
He can, yeah.
And I can
Imitate it.
I can already disguise as one of them with, I think, performance or some shit.
But like 3 feet tall?
Your disguise kit, right?
Stilts, homie. No.
He's got him in the disguise kit just ready, just in case.
Come on. Come on.
He's got those little grabbers,
Just
like
imagine him like
plastic arm things. to make
I'm
his-
imagining him trying to disguise as the dragon, the blue dragon.
But he's got the
Just like-
T-Rex arms, like the little T-Rex grabber mouth things.
Oh my goodness. What was it, 20 on the construction of it or something? All right. Yes. I just wanted to know their speech because they are guards.
That information can be very helpful.
It can. Did I hear them say each other's names while they were conversing?
No. They're probably buddies, and they don't need to call each other by names. And they've been in conversation for a while.
Like me and you, just. Meh.
Eh.
That says it all.
Yeah, I'm back where I was chilling,
Okay, waiting for Rin.
good old
Alright.
Rin, because he said he would be back momentarily.
Rin, what are you up
Starting to
to?
get worried.
Considering my circumstance, I think I've seen all that I can see. I'd like to, in some way, try to gesture I'm coming over, if I can make it over to that other
To
rooftop
the
with the other
bakery
guy.
rooftop?
Yeah, it
You're gonna have
seems
to jump.
okay. Does it seem like I could make it? Do it. I mean, based on my prior experience,
You could
and
probably make the jump, but making it without being noticed would be incredibly difficult.
fair enough. Okay. Huh. And I don't see any way of being able to silently communicate with this guy from across where I'm at.
Are you
Um,
like making faces at him, like trying to communicate with him?
Oh, my mask is on, so there's no way that I could even do that. Basically, I'm trying to make myself look as not threatening as possible. He hasn't attacked me yet, so I have no reason to assume he's going to. But I still want to sort of cautiously approach. So my plan is basically to, in whatever way, figure out what he's doing up here as well, if that's even possible from the position that we're in.
So what's Rin gonna do? Try and
He's not going to.
signal or?
Yeah, I mean, he's going to try and signal. If the guy thinks that he can make it over to me silently,
So the
not
guy's
that he can communicate that
yeah.
quietly, but
the guy's sitting on the roof and he's kind of got his like legs propped up, so he's like arms on his knees.
oh, okay,
And like when you
Okay.
like gesture at all, he does this.
fair enough. Okay. I'm pretty used to that in my lifetime, so not really interested in continuing that conversation. I'm basically going to give him a suit yourself shoulder roll, and I'm going to start making my way back down to Gorik.
Roll initiative
Who's happy to see you?
for
I,
Rin.
I think you were muted there.
Oh,
Can you?
Oh,
Sorry?
I heard you there.
Boss lady.
What the-
How about
Wait.
now?
oh, nope,
Okay.
you're good.
What you
Okay.
missed before you went down to Gorik was roll initiative.
Oh, roll initiative. Oh,
That's important.
okay.
That's
Yeah,
important.
that's good to know.
thing to miss.
Yep.
Uh,
He's just like, no, I'm not. Goodbye.
If we don't hear it, we never enter it.
Yeah. I got a 10.
So he acts first, or well, I'm gonna say that it was surprised, but it's gonna take your whole action to not be surprised by the
Okay.
fact that he's getting up to throw a dagger at you.
Okay.
But does a where is it? Does a 24 hit your armor?
It sure does. Pretty well. Almost twice.
Almost twice. That's good to hear.
Jesus.
What's your AC? 13?
It's
14?
15. So it's, I mean, not almost.
Still,
but it's
that's
close enough. Yeah.
6 away. Wait,
Yeah.
Man.
So take 7 damage,
Ow. First of all.
and he's just gonna take a bonus action to like stand up fully and look at you and be like,
That's what I was doing, jackass. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot him.
okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna get him in the
Hey.
foot though, just as like, don't fuck with me.
Okay.
And
First blood.
yeah.
Oh man.
Is
Does
he
a
at the top of this ladder?
Huh?
This
Go
is
any farther? Is he at the top of the ladder, or I'm sorry, where he was climbing from?
It's a building. So basically, he crawled up half of a like dilapidated, destroyed building to get to the roof.
Mhm.
It is scalable. If you
Can I
hear
see
commotion.
Is there-
him where I'm at?
okay.
No.
Okay.
But say if you were to hear something and become alarmed, you could reach him.
Okay. So I got a really good roll, and I'd like to ask you,
Okay.
is there like anything? Is his head next to anything that I can shoot instead
He's
of him
standing
as a
on
warning
like the
shot?
top of the roof, so it's
Right.
gonna be around his feet.
Okay.
Or if you
Um,
want to like whistle by the ear.
I will whistle by the ear if I may. I'm going to. So I rolled a 25 on the
Okay.
die,
I will
or not on
let-
the die. I rolled a 19 and got a 25 total. I don't want to actually shoot him, but I would like to make it very clear that I could.
with
if I
that
wanted.
attack and accuracy roll, I'll say that you do what you want.
Okay. That said, I'm going to look at him for a moment and just give him like a dead. I mean, the mask is on, but I'm just going to like motionlessly stare at him for a moment after he threw that dagger, and then I'm going to jump down off the roof.
Make a perception check.
Okay. 14.
You hear someone land on the roof behind you. Very
Okay.
subtly, very softly.
Is that?
Okay. I will. I mean, I'll look up there, but I'm still making my way over to Goric. I've taken too much time as is,
Okay.
and I'm kind of bleeding profusely now, so I'd like to not be in a position where I'm in between people right now.
So you're down with Goric now?
I'd like to be, if I may.
Goric, roll initiative.
Anything interesting?
Oh yeah, I'm holding like my arm or something where I was struck by a dagger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
22.
All right.
Oh. And then I take out my my rapier.
So say, it will be your turn, but because you were not fully aware that something was following Rin, I will say that it takes your action to become unsurprised as a man in black leather armor drops beside you too.
Okay, then I use Mastermind. Fuck, what is it called? On him to give him his next D20 roll a bonus.
I'm not even giving this guy the courtesy of turning around fully. I'm just gonna look over my shoulder at him.
Master of Tactics, I believe.
I'm sorry, what was your original initiative? Adding Goric in got me confused.
Mine was 10 total.
Okay. So it's gonna be his turn next. He dropped down, and he don't give a fuck. He's gonna swing on you from the back.
Okay.
Does a 21 hit your armor?
Sure does.
Takes 6 damage from his rapier.
Okay.
And he is saying nothing during
Yep.
this. It's gonna go to your turn.
I'd like to grapple him, if I may.
Okay. Make a strength check.
Okay. 16.
He actually didn't do too well. So yeah, you grapple him.
Okay. I'm going to just try to sort of hold him there, and I'm not trying to make any noise. So basically, I just want to hold him still. And at that point, he has hit me twice. So if Goric wants to take his swings, he may. If he doesn't want to, then whatever happens, happens. But I don't plan on attacking.
Goric was like, no, and Ramsey was
Yeah.
like, do it.
Yeah.
I got him.
Fucking hold him and then just.
Oh yeah, I'm going to do some stabby stab real quick.
Okay,
Here.
it is your turn.
Oh yeah, stabby stab's happening. Okay. 15, 22 to hit, I believe.
Okay, that's gonna hit.
And you would even technically
yes, you have
advantage, right?
advantage, yep.
Because I'm
So
grappling
roll
you.
again just to see if you get a 20.
Just to see if you get a 20.
No. No.
Okay.
Jeez. So awesome having so many stats. He's within 5 feet of me.
And you had advantage, so that's like double sneak attack, basically. Not
You
literally.
don't literally
but-
get double.
Yeah, not
but-
literally, not literally, but
Like, yeah,
but
give me more
double
D6.
opportunity to have sneak attack. Yeah.
Some bullshit stats. Okay. Nice hit though. 5, 10, 14. Yes. Yes. Damage is just dex. Yeah. 14 damage.
Sneezy dog. Does that conclude your turn?
I have another bonus action. Oh dear. Oh dear. What shall I do? Apologize. Yes, that will. Well, I'll give him another Master of Tactics is what I'll use my bonus as. Yeah, just in case.
Oh, that's right. It technically would have been an 18. I totally forgot to apply that.
Mhm.
Sorry. My strength check.
So he is going to try to strength check back and get out of the grapple.
Okay. And is this contested or is this just
yes,
him?
it's going to be. Well, he's trying to break your grapple, so
Natural 20.
Hey!
he just can't do it. He
just
gave you a
can't do
good
it.
fight, though.
Yeah. Okay.
But Rin was able to slip his little elf arms. No.
Yeah,
Suddenly
I'm sort of
strong
locking him down.
Rin.
I'm average at least. And this guy doesn't seem like
Yeah.
he's exceptionally strong either.
Um,
If I may, I'd like to start trying to force him onto the ground, like step on the back of his
it's
knee
still
or
his
something.
turn.
Oh, is it still his turn? I'm sorry.
Mhm.
I didn't mean to.
No, you're
I didn't mean
good.
to cut it off.
Deciding that he can't break your grapple, he is going to headbutt you.
Okay. I can take the hit. I'm not worried about it.
Does a 15 hit your armor?
It is exactly what my AC is, so yes.
Oh. So it's only 1 point of headbutt damage.
All right.
But damage.
He hit the mask anyway, so I'm fine.
Damage type. Stop it.
I can mend that later.
That does conclude his turn.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to try to use my position to sort of gain leverage, if I may, and like step on the back of his knee and just like try to start pinning him to the ground, one step at a time.
Back of his knee.
Yeah.
Move.
So I'll make a strength check if that
Yep.
would merit
To
in this
maneuver.
situation. With the Master of Tactics, that's a 19.
Too bad he got a dirty 20.
Oh.
I will
Alrighty.
not break the grapple, but I'm going to say that you weren't able to get him in the new position.
Okay. Yeah, I'm really not interested in doing any more than I have to with this guy, so if that doesn't work, I'll just keep holding on to him.
Okay.
It doesn't seem like he's even worth my time, to be honest. If he's going to disrespect me enough to throw a dagger when my guard's down and hit me in the back of the head, I don't give a shit about this guy.
He like straight up whipped a dagger at you, stabbed you in the back, headbutted you. You don't care.
Yeah, I don't care.
That's going to take us to... That was your turn, correct? Yep.
Yeah.
Does that complete your turn?
It does.
Goric, you've seen Ren try to move this guy. This man is not moving.
I am going to stab him to death.
Okay.
Yes,
This
or
is
attempt.
looking like prison.
It's just,
Yeah, and that's okay.
this dude comes over, and my homie runs up, fucking bleeding, and the guy comes over this wall and starts fucking with him. No. Not on my watch. Not on my prison watch. All right. 15. 15 to hit.
Sorry. 15 is not going to
does he
hit.
get advantage since I'm grappling?
Yes.
Did you roll with
Oh, do I
advantage?
still have Bardic?
Well,
You
I think
have
you used
advantage
that,
right
but
now,
did you
'cause
roll
he's
with advantage
grappled.
though?
I didn't think I didn't roll with advantage. Do I have
Roll with
advantage?
advantage? Yeah.
You, since
Oh,
I'm
it's
holding on
grapple.
to him, you have.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice. 17 then.
Okay.
17 doesn't hit.
Damn it. All right. That's fine.
Bummer.
Um,
God, ran
same,
it.
same as always. Master of Tactics.
All right.
This guy's gonna fucking die. Because
We're just helping each other out constantly. We're
He's
just
going
like
to-
Bardic Inspiration, Master of Tactics, Bardic Inspiration.
All right. And you're going to need to contest his strength check.
Okay.
we're inspiring people.
He probably did it pretty well this time, and that's okay. Yeah, I rolled a natural 4 that time. I think I finally let go.
And then as a bonus
He's
action.
still on the ground, isn't he?
No, I never
you
got him
get
there.
forced to
I
the
never
ground.
got him.
No, he broke the grapple. Both of you make perception checks real quick.
Okay.
Ooh.
13.
I believe that's an 18.
So you see his hand go into Ren's pocket for a second. He will then disengage, leap back onto the rooftop, and disappear.
What? Do I get an attack of opportunity off that disengage or anything? No, of
Nope.
course not.
Do you have something that ignores
I
disengage?
thought I almost got one.
That
Didn't or
Sentinel
some
does,
shit.
but
Yeah,
Huh.
I did. No, that's what we were talking about with his even. All right. Check your pockets. He stole something from you. And I tell him which pocket it was from.
I know what he stole.
Yeah.
do I check my pockets?
Yep.
Or I do check my pockets. What do I find? Yeah, do I check my pockets? Yeah, tell me what I do. Sorry, shitty phrasing.
Love it.
Skylar knows what's gone.
Yeah,
But
I'm sure I do.
keep in mind, I was not just an evil bitch. I rolled on a table.
Yeah, let's hear it. What I lose?
Your dagger.
I need you to confirm it.
Oh,
All right.
I thought it was gonna be the mouse. Okay.
I've got more important
mouse
things to
is
worry
in,
about. There's people in
the
danger.
little kids
It was the dagger.
pocket.
It was either that or the marble man.
I'm going back up the building.
Oh, the marble. The marble.
My man. Get it back. Fuck him up. Kill him.
Make a
Do it.
perception check.
Following.
Natural 20.
Okay. He's back on the other. He's back on the bakery roof already, and he's got it in his fingers, and he's twirling it.
I'm gonna hold person.
And what's the DC on that?
It's a 17.
Okay.
Or
he
sorry,
fails.
hang on 1 sec.
Isn't
I pick up the
I rolled
dagger
a
It's
three.
it's okay. It's a 15.
Wait.
Sorry, not
He
17.
got a
that
3.
he got thrown at. Can I
Isn't-
grab the dagger that he got thrown?
Yeah, it's still on the
Yeah, it's on the.
roof. Yep.
Right.
What was that?
I was gonna say, isn't hold person a charm?
It's not.
No?
It's paralysis.
Okay.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Close. Good call though.
I just wanted to make sure. The other one didn't work.
So he failed miserably.
Would have worked.
Cool. I'm going to get to him, if I may, make my way across the
You're
rooftops.
gonna have to make. I'll have you make a wisdom check real quick.
Okay. Natural 16, raw wisdom, that's 18.
So you can make that jump. It's going to be hard to do it stealthy. You might want to do something to increase your stealth before you do that.
I don't have anything that's going to make me quiet. And I'm out of third level spell slots.
Hold on.
And I can't bardically inspire myself.
Maybe if
So-
you had some help.
Yeah, maybe if I had some help.
I think you do still have help, don't you?
I do technically. I don't know if I choose to use it or not, though.
You
Oh.
do not. I don't believe it. I think it's your next one.
Although I haven't made an ability check since then. So
I think Master of Tactics is only in combat though, and it makes sense to do it that way. It's Master
You guys
of
are
Tactics.
still in
you know?
initiative.
yeah.
Oh.
You guys are still in initiative.
Okay. Okay.
Because
Yeah, let's do that.
if he wasn't held right now, he would still throw daggers at you.
So I can. It's fine. Fine. Master of Tactics. You still have it then, and then I'll continue to Master of Tactics you.
Okay.
Basically, each turn is necessary to do so. It's fine.
So if I'm
No.
getting a +2 to my roll,
I would make your stealth check as you go to jump.
okay, I will do that. Natural 19 again with Master of Tactics. That's a 29.
Okay, nobody sees you, and you're gonna land quietly. Give me a jump.
Okay. An acrobatics check.
Mhm.
That is a natural 13 for acrobatics 18.
Okay, so you make the jump,
Okay.
and you make it quietly,
Okay.
and he is still up there.
So first things first, I'm gonna take the dagger back. He's paralyzed, and I don't think he can actually do anything to resist that.
No, but when you grab it, you kind of have to wrench it out of his hands because he can't give.
That's fine.
Can
And
I
then I'm going to well, it's technically an action to take the item, so I can't make any kind of attack on this turn, can I?
No.
Okay. If I have any movement left, I'm just going to jump down off the roof, and I'm going to try to maintain concentration on that hold person.
You do know if you jump down off this roof, you will be in the center of the raiding party, and you
Never
probably should
mind, I'm
jump
not going to
back.
do that. I'm going to jump back onto the other, but I don't think I can make that jump off the movement that I have on this round. So
You might need
I
to
think
hold
I'm
there
gonna
for
have
a
to.
second.
I think I'm gonna have to stand here for a second.
How long does hold person last?
It
Until
is
your
a full minute.
concentration-
It's a full minute unless concentration's broken.
Goric, that's gonna go to you because he can't do
Full
anything.
minute? Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah,
And
it's
since they're
rude.
paralyzed, any melee attack is an automatic critical hit. And they automatically fail any dex or strength saving throws. He only really uses it when he's really serious about something because it's like
Holy shit.
incredibly debilitating.
So, from the damage that we've done from this guy, can I examine him from the
Yeah.
roof aside?
Yeah,
Let's see
make an
what that-
investigation. Investigation or medicine, it's your choice.
It's the same.
Yeah, we're gonna do a medicine. No, it's not. It's
No,
two.
it's not.
We're gonna do an 8. No. Medicine is off whiz.
They're whiz and int. Yeah, that's good. Okay.
He looks fine.
He looks fine.
He looks fine.
Shit. I shout.
Shout.
Ooh.
Here,
Okay.
where we are, you would know not to.
Yeah. I shout all the time, unfortunately.
Right.
Okay, he's across the roof.
Are you having the thought process? Is there something that you want to tell Rin that you're thinking about telling Rin?
I am thinking about it, but what I'm actually gonna do is, which the camera doesn't really work, but yeah, I'm gonna gesture to him to get the fuck out.
Make a perception check, Rin.
It's a natural one.
Okay.
Come for burgers.
Yeah, whatever it is I'm going for. I have no idea.
That's gonna end his turn, and that's gonna put it back at you because he
Okay.
can't do anything about the whole person.
Oh my goodness. Doesn't do anything. That's awesome.
Okay. I'm gonna look at the guy who stole the thing, and I say, touch anything like that again, and I'll put you in the ground, and I'll make sure nothing will bring you back. I'll take that armor off you. I'll take your weapons off you. Just want to let you know, you'll never touch me again. And I'm gonna start making my way back. Yeah. So I'm just gonna jump back across the rooftop.
Make the jump again.
Okay. Natural 15 that time, so that's acrobatics dirty 20.
Okay, you're good.
2.
And then
Did you
plus
make the
2
jump?
with master
Oh.
tactics.
Oh, God.
Always bonus.
Like, you got a
No,
2
no.
on your jump?
Yeah.
Why
No.
aren't you jumping?
No, I was talking about master of tactics.
Okay. No. All right. So you make it back across to Gorik, who's gesturing to go for burgers, and I punched my mic.
This is a super sort of retcon. Can I lift my mask up when I'm telling him all that, and then
Yeah, you
put
can
the
have
mask
that.
back? Okay.
RP moment.
Right. And then I'm going to make my way back to Gorik and start speedily moving away, since I know I only have a minute to make as much distance between this guy and myself as I can.
All right.
Unless for whatever reason I manage to intimidate him, but even Rin highly doubts that. So he's going to try to make as much
Intimidate,
distance as
annoyed.
possible. Either way, his point is clear.
All right. So
So-
you guys are heading back to the keep, or lurking, or choices.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we're headed back. I know we don't have a lot of time, and we've
Yeah.
already spent more than we should.
We didn't
So
get anything like for tactics or anything like that, but we did at least get some information that is valuable. And we don't want to get caught and not be able to report that, I think.
yeah. Oh, I do have one spell slot left in second level. Doesn't matter.
You made it without it. You're good.
Yeah.
On our way out though,
It's actually important that I hung on to it though. So.
On our way out,
Yeah,
though.
we're headed back.
I'm thinking if I actually want to do that. No, never mind. No loud shit going off before the plan because I think we're still following with it.
Yeah, we want to make some moves before that comes true. So
Yeah.
while we're moving, I will mutter some incanted words sort of at my wounds and try to use healing word to seal up a little bit of that,
Yeah, you might wanna.
if I may. Yeah. So I'm gonna roll a d4, add my
How bad do you look?
ding. I got 9 health back. I'm looking fine. I'm a little bruised, but I'm back to 35 out of 40, so I'm all right.
So you guys make it back. Most of the raiding party's intention is elsewhere, so you have no problem getting back to the sewer and getting inside.
Cool.
I have a huge question. Did you
Yeah.
leave it unlocked when you left?
I don't know that we thought to lock it. I would say if Rin were the one with the key, then no. But I know
Gorik had
Gorik
the
had
key.
it, so he may have thought
I
to.
would always lock when I'm leaving, but I did not say that I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that means none of the villagers were able to escape the keep.
Oh, I assume there's more than one key though.
Mm-mm.
It's the only key.
That's unfortunate. Well,
Yeah,
That's what happened then. I guess we weren't really moving on that plan just yet. That sucks, but oh well.
So
We
I
didn't
will
even
say
know
they
it was
probably
going
went to
down.
the end of it, realized they couldn't get out, and went and waited back in the keep for you guys to return, so
Where it was
they could
safe.
start ushering
Yeah.
villagers
guys.
out.
So I'll go back out with them to unlock it while they, you know.
One of the guards will ask you for the key so he can readily lock and unlock it as they move villagers.
Sure.
All right.
Can I, like, super quick before we go inside, check to see if there's any signs that after that minute ended, he followed us?
Yeah, go ahead. Make a
Even if it's
perception.
just a perception check. And natural 4. I got a 10. Probably not. That dude's stealthy
You
as
don't
fuck,
see
so I
anything.
probably didn't see it. Okay. As far as I'm aware, he's still following us, and I'll let Gorik know that. I have no reason to believe that he didn't chase after not only what I said, but what I did. So, yeah, I'll just head back to the keep, but I'll let you know that I know how these people work. I've ran into more than enough of them in my life. He's not going to be done off that. And I would like to look for Sriracha, if I may.
He's probably
Unless-
more pissed than a dwarf on elven wine.
I'm standing in front of the gate. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you ask any of the guards, he's been there for a minute. So if you ask somebody where he's at, they'll point you to the front gate.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna make my way through the keep on my way out to where he is now.
In the
And
crowd, there's a little wave.
I give her a little one back. Trying to
How
put
much-
on the facade. The mask and
much
hood have come
time-
off now. I should clarify. He's back to just being
Rin,
Rin. Yeah.
Okay. what was that, Ramsey?
How much time do we have until the?
It's about probably give or take 4 hours till sunrise. Maybe more than that actually, because I was kind of considering the plan going on and them stealthing at the same time. So you guys probably do have another 8 hours before morning.
I'm gonna share the information with Ramsey, but not with Sriracha. So I see what he has going on over there, and he's super focused. I'm not gonna trivialize what he's going through.
Yeah, that's fine. He just needs to focus. I'll look at Gorik and I'm gonna need your help with something.
Anything, you know.
I will quickly, as quick as I can, go over the battle plan with him. How many troops we need to have where, who needs to be where. By the way, I made it even more detailed. I want to have 25, 25, 25 out, and then 15 inside.
I'm just gonna shoot
That's not
myself.
including. What?
I love you.
Gave me numbers. I'm working
I
with numbers.
know.
Anyway,
I know.
That's true.
So
We have 90. You have 90 to work with.
yeah, I might even want to come out there and give you a photo.
I would
Give you, like,
actually.
a photo.
Can you just
to
like
have something to
text
work
me
with.
that?
Yeah.
I can't because I'm video.
That's right.
Yeah.
But role playing wise, I'll get him. I'll be like, walk with me for a minute, and I'll ask a guard if he's got any chains.
You probably have some in the armory.
So I need to be ready for this fight. And if I'm not ready, I need you to be ready.
What do you mean, brother? What's wrong with you? You look haggard. Beyond belief. You haven't slept in days.
Sometimes when I sleep, I see things that aren't there.
That's called dreams.
No, not quite like this.
Bad dreams. They're called nightmares.
Yeah, like that.
That's a horse.
But I'm not always myself when I wake up. So I'm going to take a rest. And I need you to make sure that I don't do anything while I'm resting.
Why don't we just put you in shackles while you sleep?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'll have been walking over to get the chains, hand them to Goric.
We're in the keep, so I'm sure they have some type of dungeon.
Yeah.
Just throw you in there while you sleep.
Yeah.
So there's a room past the barracks that is the dungeon. Well, a hold. They put the prisoner that you guys got from the mill in there. But there's still some empty cells in there.
Great. I'll take a
The one farthest away.
farthest away from
I
that
lead
prisoner.
far to the one farthest away to it. And then gain someone's help and tying him up with the chain if at all possible.
Yep.
Are you gonna go find a party member or just ask a guard?
I'm gonna ask a passing guard. It's fine.
Okay. He will help you.
Do you want a performance check or anything on that?
At this point, he doesn't think that anything Ramsey does is weird. He has no idea, and he just does what he's told. So.
Oh, I'm tying it as well as I possibly can. My
I
own buddy's
will give
reassuring.
you advantage because the guard's helping you.
I caught it. God damn it, I paid for it. Oh, shit.
You have advantage to roll twice.
Oh, yeah, full advantage, huh?
Yep.
So I get confused between the games.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
And
Son
sorry.
of a bitch.
no.
No.
It's the same thing. Okay. Though performance. Oh no, I have bonus for that. Oh, that's fucking huge. Oh, that's 15 then.
Oh.
Okay.
All right.
Pass.
Wow.
All right. That's pretty good.
Give him time
Yeah.
pretty well.
I like that.
So, Ramsey, you go to sleep?
I tell him, no matter what I say, no matter what I do not let me go for the next 8 hours. And what?
Just 8?
It's in the morning. It's about 8 hours till morning when the
Okay.
Got 8
when
hours.
the when the
Bind my
plan's gonna
mouth
go
as
into
well.
Absolutely. And then I bind his mouth immediately and start wrapping around and tie it off.
I was gonna say you might want him to bite down on it so he can't.
Oh, it's a
Fine.
full wad. There's a wad of
Okay,
cloth in his
good.
mouth.
It's his
And
sock.
then the tie
Yeah.
around. Sure. I won't
his
actually
own
use
sock?
dirty sock. His own sock.
Oh.
I just
Oh,
reached down.
Ramsey's
grab
sock
his
just
boot.
sounds gross.
No.
5-day old sock. You never changed. Okay.
Oh no.
None of you have
So-
showered.
Failed con
Yeah.
save.
Jesus Christ, just puking through your nose.
Oh,
So
my
while that
God.
happens,
Choked to death on your own vomit.
while that
What?
happens, I'm going to find the nearest guard and say, "Do you have a shift change candle for time, so I can record amount of time?"
He's gonna dig through the back. There's some back boxes, and there is a fast burning candle that goes. It's 3 hours, and he's got 3 of them. So by the time the last
I'll
one
put
is
them
at
in
a third,
series.
Yeah.
There you go. I'll put them in series, and they'll melt for the time. Okay, but I'll put them in a different room.
away
Whatever
from him,
room-
Just
whatever-
in case.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wherever-
Whatever room is
Like
it?
bird.
Like the candle's just going out.
Yeah.
Yes, in a different room, if that's all right with you.
you can do whatever
And I
you want
have
with
the
the candle.
keys to both. You might be muted here. Yep, you are muted. And I have the keys to the door, and I have the keys to the shackles,
Yep.
chains, whatever.
No. Wait, the door to the
Cell.
hold. Okay, yes.
Cell.
I was like, no, the sewers are gone.
The
We're getting
cell,
people out.
and then what he's locked to. And then I go up to one of our companions, doesn't matter who, not Sriracha. Actually, I'll go up to Rin, and I'll give him the one for the door. And I'll say, "This is for the door." This is for the door that unlocks the sleeping chambers
Okay.
of Ramsey.
Okay.
He's been tied up, don't worry, he needed to happen.
You
No
guys,
questions asked. We have stuff to do.
you guys knew each other before all this, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I'm trusting you here. I don't.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's okay. He just has some cranky times waking up. And what we're gonna do is we already chained him. You have the key to the door. I have the key to the shackles. Do not, under any circumstances, let him out before the candles have burned out that are next door to the cell.
You know that thief is probably after me, right? What are the odds that he takes this key instead?
That's why I have one and you have one.
Okay. Fair enough. We'll make that work. All right.
Also, if there's a fire or something, we can't let him get trapped. So immediately, if something goes wrong, we need to go and save him. At
Right.
least
I'm
unlock.
back.
There's oil everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. So if any fire, any combat, we need to go and not release him, but at least go to his cell and make sure he's safe.
Okay.
That's as thorough as I could get.
Sorry, I'm getting a photo of the combat plan.
Necessito. And then can I actually move up to Sriracha? Because he's been just sitting there, right?
Well,
entire
I
time.
plan on talking to him as well, so we may even be able to do it together if you'd like. That was actually that was where I was headed when you caught up to me. So Rin would let you know that that's where he's going as well, and it's totally fine if you want to be there. He's just basically talking strategy, more or less, and wants to help in any way he can. So Rin's gonna make his way up to Acha, and in seeing sort of the almost trance-like state that he's got himself into and mentally preparing for what he's going for, he's going to, as respectfully as possible, reach out gently and say, "Sir, if I may have a moment." I think your mic's muted.
Nah.
Oh, it's not. Oh, I just didn't hear it then. My fault.
Yeah, that's
Piece of shit.
what is it?
We don't have a lot of time for me to explain, but when I was younger, I had a friend who taught me about the abilities of creatures in the forest. And for a long time, I've been trying to practice this manifestation of their strengths. And I know that no one's allowed to intervene in your fight. I heard it all. And I know the way that you are as well. You're clearly an honor-bound man. I'd like your permission, but if I may, I think I may have figured out how to bolster your strength. It's only for a short time, but I think that despite how confident you may or may not be, I need to know at the end of this that you're still walking out alive.
He's gonna put a I can't afford to fail these people. And then he's gonna put his hand on your shoulder in eye contact. I can't afford to fail you.
Oof. That was a wholesome moment. This may seem strange, but I'm gonna have to sort of get a rhythm going. I'm gonna have to sit here and maybe mess around with this instrument for a moment to see if I can really channel what it is we're going for. But if I'm right, then I think I can make you more healthy for a short time. I think it might be a benefit, even if only a little while.
Invigorated.
Invigorated.
Whatever it is, I know I'll be okay. I feel I'm tense, but I feel good.
May I ask you to kneel with me for a moment?
Yes.
Okay. So Rin's going to set up his drum, and he's going to plant 2 of his 5 candles, one of them next to him and one of them next to Acha, and he's going to start playing a rhythm on his drum that sort of has what I'm envisioning is sort of semblances of like Mordor, like war music, like really heavy percussion. And what I would like to do is cast Enhance ability with Bear's Endurance, which would mean that he has advantage on Constitution checks and he gains 2d6 temporary hit points, and that remains for an hour on concentration.
We will say
Um,
that you
what's that?
figure that out in the morning.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
totally fine.
So we
Because
still got like 8
right,
hours.
sorry, I
Yeah.
forgot that
Yeah,
we're coming
okay.
down to that
Um,
point.
That's
So,
fine. That's fine.
so he's spending some time trying to figure it out, and we'll do that in
But
the morning.
while you guys are sitting there together, you guys start to feel really in tune with each other, really close. At the same time, I would like all three of you to make perception checks.
Did have
15 for me.
Perception. Oh, 16. Oh, 17 for me.
12.
You all hear. Ramsey, are you asleep yet?
I don't know. Am I?
Probably.
I'm
Sorry, there's a
trying.
lot going on. So you probably don't hear. What's your passive perception?
The passive is 13.
Okay, so even you are awoken when a guard comes bursting from the cellars, screaming about a creature that they found in the sewers.
Uh-oh.
As the guard comes in making an announce, you feel that intuitive connection kind of snap and go away. The guard comes in screaming. They ran into a creature in the sewers, and it took off running and has broken the gate on the outside.
Rin and I will take care of this. Sriracha, you stay and focus. But before we go, and I upend an oil flask on the ground and fill it with ball bearings and hand it to him. I say, use this when you need to run. And then I give him a single gold coin. And I put it in his hand. I'll fucking shove it in his hand.
Yeah.
And I'll
okay.
say, you owe me, so you can't die. And walk away.
Damn.
Before you walk away, I'm gonna stop you.
Damn.
Gorik, wait. I won't make a promise I can't keep. If I should fall, would you bring these to my family? And I'm gonna hand you 2 letters. One of them says mom, one of them says dad.
I'm
They live
not
in
crying, you're
Loudwater.
crying.
Unto my death, I shall do this thing. Where do they reside?
Loudwater.
It shall be done.
Okay.
No.
Then
It shan't, because you will win.
I'm gonna give this to you on Sunday, regardless what happens.
Actual physical props. Damn.
Hell yeah.
Legendary.
Drop.
For the
Legendary.
pain!
Legendary.
Mhm.
That is rough.
And I start walking. I don't know.
Yeah,
Would you
I'll make my
assist
way
me?
as well.
Okay.
I will leave my drum with Sriracha, and the candles are still there as well.
So can we go to the guard that then was?
Yeah, he's standing outside the sewer, but he's like puffing and wheezing and looks quite terrified.
Did you see it?
It was a black mass. We were in that tunnel. There's no room. It jumped clean over us like it was nothing.
Like it was nothing. Hmm?
He just kind of shrugs and looks a little bewildered. He goes, there was a group of us, maybe 20 stacked. She cleared the ceiling.
She? Feminine form?
It
Looked
looked like it.
feminine?
It got past us and broke through the gate on the other side.
Is she coming or going?
Looked like she was hauling.
Was she leaving or coming into the keep?
Leaving. She broke the gate on the outside as she was going.
I take Rin aside. I think we both know what's going on here.
Agreed.
Do you trust her?
She hasn't killed us yet.
Better than some. Trying to make a lighthearted comment, falling incredibly flat.
Yeah, pretty much. This has been With the amount of things that have come at our throats tonight, I think that it's worth trusting until she proves that we can't anymore.
I'm gonna ask out loud, because Roland does not have a group chat. Are you okay with going even later than 10 o'clock?
Later than 10.
Okay. Speaking of, Ramsey, make a perception check.
Oh boy!
I've been waiting 2 weeks.
That disadvantage.
No.
Oh. Okay.
Actually, you probably have advantage.
Ooh.
Let me pick that die back up. For context.
Oh no.
Oh, let's
One
see.
dice.
That's 17.
Okay. So it is pitch black in your vision. But as you begin to kind of coalesce where you are, you can see a figure standing before you. It is a black silhouette of a female. It is only outlined by a gray line. Behind her is pure black. She is pure black, but she is outlined in this gray aura.
I close my eyes and just start like.
You can't ignore me. You owe me a favor, and you have not kept up your end of the deal. You don't come and see me anymore. Is that any way to treat me? I've given you so much, and you never do anything I ask. But I have a new task for you, and I think you'll like this one.
I just like. I try not to. I keep my eyes closed and try not to pay attention.
The figure, you'll see the outline kind of approach you a little bit and kind of pull herself forward. Like, you're always worried about how to get your power back and how to do more things and help more people, and you don't help me. You met a new friend, and I want her teeth. Every single one. It's been a long time since you've come to visit me. And like as she's talking, you can hear this like aggressive hiss start to build in the back of her voice. Now, I've given you a lot of power. You'll do this for me, or I will take that away. You've done so much with what I've given you, made so much money, made yourself a name. It's your turn to pay the piper.
I'll like. And like throw myself off the cot in the opposite direction that she's at.
It's just pure darkness.
I know. I'm just like, yeah.
Oh, you are absolutely chained to the cot. It's not.
Oh fuck.
Not even a question, dude.
Make
Tip the
a
whole fucking
strength check.
cot over. I'm good at those.
That's
Advantage,
not a good thing.
disadvantage.
No advantage or disadvantage, just a regular.
Oh fuck! I need to get aboard without this little groove. God damn it! I mean, maybe that's no. 21.
You break the chains.
Ooh.
What?
Yeah, he didn't want to do good.
Gorek set the DC. And in your mind, she's gonna pace a little bit away from you and be like, "You should probably get up off the floor. Let me get the door for you."
What? This bitch.
And she's gonna come up real close and she's gonna get like right in your face, like kneel down. She's like, "All right, I'm gonna ask nicely one more time. I want its teeth." Okay.
How am I feeling right now?
How are you feeling right now?
Oh, well, no, I don't want to do anything she says. But
She's asking at this point.
I will grab the cot and try to swing it at her.
Make an attack?
I mean,
Make
I'm
an
assuming-
attack? Question.
I would assume most times when I try to attack, nothing happens. I'm just trying to get her to go away. Good thing I have proficiency on improvised attacks. That's going to be a 12.
Okay, it passes right through her form and clatters against the other side of the room. The prisoner at the end of the hall is terrified.
I will start screaming at her through my gag.
Rin and Gorg, you did not leave the entrance of the sewers. You're still standing where the sewer connects into the keep, right?
Yeah, we were still
Make
talking.
perception
Talking regarding
checks.
The mouse.
Would I make
You're at the
checks, Lon?
door, right?
Yeah.
To the outside of the keep. In the Sully port, outside.
11.
Yeah.
I got a 10.
You don't hear anything.
Yeah.
So, does an 18 hit your armor?
Mine?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Take 13 psychic damage.
Ooh.
Ow. Ooh. Owie.
I'm really tired of being nice to you, Ramsey. I can take what I want.
I still haven't gotten a long rest yet.
Nope. She interrupted any kind of rest you were getting.
Jesus.
I will. Yet again, I'll probably drop after taking that much damage. It's like, "Ugh!"
That's a migraine and a half.
That hurt.
Did you have a question?
Do I have any feeling while this is going down? Is there any feeling that I get? Can I get a feeling? Okay.
No, Ramsey never got touched by anything.
Hmm.
I
Tells me something. Okay.
I'll is there anything heavy around me?
The cot.
The
A
cot?
pile of chains.
Pile of chains.
Hmm.
There's a wall.
There's a wall.
There's a wall. Sick. I'm going to run full force into the wall
Okay.
with my head and
Okay.
attempt to knock myself unconscious.
Go.
Do I make an attack roll against
I
myself?
don't know.
Like,
I
maybe
think
like
I'm
an
just
athletics
gonna let
check or something. Yeah, like
Or some
you know
shit.
what?
something.
Roll a flat d20, and if you get above 10, you knock yourself out.
9.
No.
Rolled a 9.
Okay,
Oh,
so
Okay, how
you're
much
gonna
damage should I
take
take?
a 5 bludgeoning damage,
Ow.
and you can continue to do this as much as you want.
I'm gonna do it again. Let's see. Fuck. Okay, stop it. Okay, 12. 12.
Take 1 more point of damage and knock yourself out.
Oh, thank God. Beautiful rest. Here are we, and I'm back in the Shadow Realm.
And you're back in her domain.
I know I
Stronger
am,
than ever.
but at least I'm not active.
So now, again, it is pitch black around you. She's pitch black, and she's got the outline. She's... Really? What do you think you accomplish?
Do I still have my gag now that I'm unconscious?
I mean, you've coalesced into your unconscious form. So, like, she's in your head. In your head, you don't have a gag. But your body is still gagged, so if you make noise, it will be muffled.
Yeah. I'll look at her and I'll. No, I'm done with these strange requests of yours.
Are you done with our
Especially
deal?
tonight.
Why is tonight any different for me?
The deal was that I get some peace and quiet, and this is not quiet.
But the deal was you have to do stuff for me to earn your peace and quiet. You haven't done for me in a while.
You need to promise that when I wake up, I am completely at tip-top shape.
If you promise to bring me those teeth. I'll even throw in a little extra.
No, I don't like extra from you.
Fine. Same deal.
Extra means baggage.
Call it what you will.
I'll lay down.
Do we
Signifying that
have a deal?
from the other side of my body turned over.
You have 4 days. And you go to sleep.
All right.
Mind you hear, huh. It just
Whew, okay.
I got her off my back for now.
yeah.
Yeah, see what happens in 4 days.
That's tough. Okay.
Okay. Rin and Gorg, is there anything you guys want to do, or do you want to rest up for a little bit before the morning?
Yeah, I'm gonna rest up and then make sure I wake up in time to perform my ritual for
Okay.
Acha.
I'm gonna check on my boy before I go into bed.
You find his cot thrown against the room, broken out of his shackles, and the door's open.
Oh yeah.
But I'm sleeping like a baby.
His face is also bloody, and there's a dent in the wall, like a crack in one of the cobblestones.
How? Okay. Okay. I'll walk in. I'll write the cot again.
It's like wobbly.
Write the cot again. I'll throw him up there. I assume he's completely out. How's he doing?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
he actually looks okay. Maybe like
Hmm.
better than ever. He doesn't have the black circles under his eyes, but he's got blood all over his face, but there's no wound.
I'm gonna redo his bindings in a different location so that the chains still work out for the lock, if I can.
Yeah.
Okay, I will do so.
You might have to
I'll
like
put
bike lock it where you do it a little tighter because one of the chains is busted.
and then I wipe the blood off of his face. Wondering what's happened. I go upstairs. Rin, may I grab that key one more time? Oh, the door's probably broken, actually.
No, it just opened.
Oh, okay. Rin, can I see that key for a second?
Yeah. What's going on?
I have no idea. You can come check it out if you want. Then I go downstairs and I lock it up.
Yeah, I'll follow him as well.
So you'll see there's a crack in the cobblestone. You'll see that. I'm gonna say Gork just for thematics, probably cleaned most of the blood off his face, but there was dried blood on Ramsey's face, and the chains are in a new position. There's some broken links on the floor. The gag's out of his mouth, and you see Gorik relocking the door.
Just before he does that, I'm gonna prestidigitation the rest of whatever blood or whatever's on his face.
Get it all off.
Out of his nostrils.
I'm just gonna clean him up. Basically, I don't want to mess with his clothes or anything. If he has like, that musk going, if it's clear that he intentionally does that, I won't do any of that.
He's got his man smell. You don't want to touch that.
Yeah, I don't want to mess with that, but I will at least get the blood off and make sure he's sleeping peacefully enough, considering the circumstances. And then I'll let him lock the door and I'll be on my way.
Then I'll check the door, room next door, and see how long he's been sleeping.
One of the candles is almost burned out. You'll be moving on to the second one. So
And
there's
there's 3
time.
total.
Yeah. One of the guards will watch the candles for you if you need to sleep.
I do, and I will do so. He's got
Okay.
some time left. So
Right.
I'm gonna go to sleep.
Sriracha, you've gotten a long rest, and haven't expended too much energy. Do you want to just wakefully rest by the door?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, wait, did we already find Linan? I can't remember if we did that.
The what?
Linan, the first person we saved.
Oh, the woman.
Oh, she's been in there, but no.
She's been there.
Yeah.
Um,
Actually,
She has left by now.
okay.
They've been moving villagers out, so
Yeah, that's fine,
she
that's
has
fine.
left by now. The keep is almost cleaned out at this point. They had a bit of a holdup when they found something in the under sewer, but after they were pretty sure it was clear and gone, they have started taking people out. They would have loved to have Ramsey mend the gate outside, but he was incapacitated.
Right. Nothing he can do about that.
I would like to make one more prayer to Lathander in Celestial again.
Yeah.
Just kind of like a, are you with me?
Make a religion check.
Also, that gate
Gotta
is
make sure.
intentionally weak.
The one I'm like standing at? Okay, that's fine.
I want that gate to come down.
I got a 20, not natural.
You feel internally very reassured. And it seems almost as when you ended your prayer, the sun started to break over the horizon.
Classic timing.
Time to wake
Right.
up.
Right?
Do from outside.
So no, you hear the war horns
I was
from
gonna
the
say, I'm
raiding
teasing, but-
party
Yeah.
and some rhythmic drums.
Hey, rhythmic drums. That's my cue.
Yep.
It's time for me to match.
Gorak, you're also awoken, and it was almost as if so you're woken by the horns, but there was a guard in the room already, like he was coming to get you, and the horns went off first.
Okay. I'll run up to Rin, since he's probably drumming away or something.
Yeah, I'm on my way at least to set up and start drumming. Yeah.
Okay. Let me borrow the key. I'll free him.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give it back to you.
I'd run down. Unlock. How'd you sleep?
Do I wake up?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, let's see how I slept. How many points of exhaustion do I have?
None.
This has 1 now, right? Oh, none. Oh, okay.
Nice.
He made it.
Oh,
He
man.
made a deal.
Yeah. Okay.
Top shape.
Top shape.
You look well.
Yep. All right, let's go. And I like grab my shit and like
Sounds about right.
I look up at probably see the thing in the wall.
So I noticed you broke your chains, buddy.
Yeah. I'll jokingly slap him on the shoulder, like backhand, like on the shoulder, be like, "Yeah, you just gotta tie him tighter next time." And like compose, start to like walk out.
Ha ha ha.
Internally, Gork's like, is that how chains work?
And tie the chains tighter.
Somewhat quizzically, with a quizzical look on my face, I follow you upstairs.
Okay. All right. I want to make sure that everybody's in position.
Yeah.
Oh, your mic is muted. Oh.
No, I was puked. I don't know why.
Oh.
It was
cool.
cool. It was super awesome. I
All
failed
right.
that con save. No, they listened to your plan, pretty well, and are all ready at daybreak. Night Hill did enforce many of the procedures that you put in place and made sure that men were active and ready. They slept in shifts, so they are well rested and ready to. Night Hill is hoping that the champion combat goes well, but if it does not, he is concerned. He is more concerned about the safety of his civilians than the honor of a champion battle.
Last thing, I want to tie up at the top of the keep where I'm going to put the archers around there with the intention of shooting arrows down into the place where the raiders are going to funnel into, right? Light them up. And then I want ropes up there that they can throw over the edge and then take down.
Little rappel ropes.
Rappel and then take off. And I figure about 15 guys staged around should do.
Yes.
Okay.
And it looks like they've all had this idea in mind as well. And we're ready for that kind of invite.
And I want our best archer, whoever their best archer is, or Rin, to be on that ballista for shooting.
Rin is going to be better than their best archer.
Great.
Rin is also not using any archery skills to use the ballista. Though we're running off int for that thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think it's int.
Yeah,
He's pretty smart, but
If he's still better than all them, then I want him on that. If you
still
will.
think he has the highest int.
I think so.
Can I go out as part of the champion's party when he goes?
There will be a crowd that goes with him, and you will not be stopped if you try to attend.
Okay. My reasoning is that if I can slip maybe somewhere in there some master of tactics, because you can distract a fighter that's an enemy of your ally for a bonus. I don't know if I could do some sort of form of like distraction without actually entering the fight.
You would have to still be in initiative to sideline.
Understood.
Tell Rin the signal too from Sriracha.
Okay.
I was hoping that message would get across.
Yeah. I'm in the keep though. I'm with those guys. I want to make sure that everyone gets inside.
Okay.
And actually, at this point, they have evacuated all of the civilians.
Good.
It took them all night.
Good.
There were 400
Awesome.
of them, but they got them out in groups quietly and took them to the northwest, and they are heading them to Burdusk.
Burdusk, right.
Yeah.
I always get it wrong too.
Get them out of here.
Burgust, Burdusk.
Yeah. Right.
Plus-
Yeah,
Whatever.
I thought it was Burgist.
I don't know.
There's two. There's two.
Yeah. there's two.
Burgust is where Gork is from.
Mhm.
Berdusk
That's why I thought it was Burgist. Okay.
is a second city.
I'm
Damn.
from Bizzlebottom. How dare you?
Yeah. I'd like to start making my way back over to sort of my ritual area, if I may.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
I know. Oh, go ahead.
Quietly, Governor Nighthill almost stands behind Sriracha, giving him more authority than himself. After this night and everything he's done, he thinks that he's earned it. So, him and his advisors and some of like the captain's guard have come with you. Not all of the captain's guards. You will notice that because you've seen them throughout the night. They are staged with their guard crews to act out Ramsey's plan if it comes down to it.
Sure.
That gate looks pretty weak, right?
Yep. They set it up so that you can drop it and not get it locked back or not have it raise up. So once raiders run through it, you can drop the gate, set the keep on fire, and they're stuck.
Okay. When Sriracha is leaving, I want to be the one that closes the gate behind him, and I want to make it look like it's really difficult to close, and it's not wanting to close properly. It's almost like it'll be easy to get back in.
Okay. I don't think I follow your plan with the portcullis.
Portcullis is raised.
Okay, you want the doors to look
gate-
like they're hard. Okay,
The
okay,
doors need to look like they have a hard time because doors
Okay.
don't keep anybody back. The
That's
portcullis keep people
that's
back.
fine. That's fine. Okay, are you heading out?
Yep.
Super quick before he goes, I'm gonna do my ritual.
Oh yeah.
Because I actually have to touch you to do it. So the way I see it in my head is it's completely flavor, but while he's sort of playing this rhythm of the drum, there's sort of this like violet colored spectral image of a bear that sort of starts to take form over Rin. And when he gets to the point where he feels like he's accomplished the embodiment of the animal that he's trying to channel, he's going to reach out and touch the sun on your armor, and that sort of spectral form will just kind of disappear into you. Roll my d6. Wow, that's pretty good. You get 11 temporary hit points and advantage on all Constitution ability checks or saving throws. I guess it's just saving throws, but.
Okay.
And then, Constitution checks. So in this case, I think it's both saving throws and if there's any point where he has to do just a raw check. After that, though, he's going to give a nod, collect his drum, and then go stand on the wall next to the ballista. But literally, like standing on the wall itself, trying to view over
On the guard
whatever
over.
it is. Right,
Okay.
right.
And Gorik, you're marching out with them?
I'm providing moral support.
Okay.
And also
So,
possibly
ahead.
stabbing a bitch.
alright. So you guys, the gates are opened for you. Ramsey is left on the party to shut the gates after, so he can thematically make it look hard to shut.
Yeah, nod as you go by. The silent nod.
Mm-hmm.
Night Hill, the captain guards, the advisors. It's about a group, plus you two, it's about a group of 7. They're not letting you go out there alone.
Yeah, I figured.
And as you guys are going down, the witch, the dragon man, and the hooded figure are coming up. Gorik and actually everybody who has eyes on them, make an insight check.
Do I have eyes on them, or are
I
they too
have
far
eyes
now?
on myself.
You have eyes
I
on them.
guess.
You said insight?
Hey,
Yep.
that's pretty good.
13.
Insight 21.
14. 14.
Ramsey, are you watching them or no?
Probably making my way back up to the top of the thing, but
So
I
no.
probably don't right now. I
Okay.
mean, Rin's going off to the ballista, right?
He already got up there before they left.
Got out there. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did my
Um,
ritual a little bit early.
Probably,
Like,
honestly, probably not. Unless you want to say that I got up there in time.
No. I thought you were still closing the gate behind them.
Yeah.
So
Oh, well,
if you're, I thought you were
close.
still at the gate. Okay.
Walking up.
Then
to
you probably don't have
observe.
eyes. The dragon man looks pissed,
good.
and the witch looks very gleeful.
Amazing.
And as they approach, and Night Hill goes to kind of greet them, you hear the dragon kind of arch his head, and that fire hiss crackle noise comes back. I thought you had honor. And Night Hill looks a little aghast and caught off guard, and I don't know what you're implying. And the dragon kind of like cocks his head like angrily, and you can hear the witch like giggling. And two little snakes in my camp last night attacking my champion.
Nice.
And Night Hill kind of like, he's a little out of the know, so he doesn't make any like, oh, they caught me facial expression, but he realizes that could have happened. This was not of my knowledge. Is your champion fighting fit still this morning? And the witch, like, kind of gives, like, a guffaw gaff and claps her hands. Of course he is. And, Nighthill kind of looks really confused and alarmed by her amount of glee in this situation. And the dragon looks agitated, but she puts a hand on his shoulder and goes, "Just let him do it. Just let him do it. It's fine." And she'll eye over everyone, and even she stops on Sriracha for a second and like gives a little wink.
I don't
And-
like that.
Yeah, you shouldn't. And so after that, the dragon kind of nods, and you can kind of tell that the witch usually gets her way. So, are you ready to have an honorable fight this time? And Nighthill adjusts his shoulders. Nothing that was done last night was in my knowledge, and I assure you I am a man of honor. And you hear the flame and the hiss come from the dragon again. And he nods, and he starts to turn back, and he raises his arms, and the horde starts cheering and chanting. And he rips the hood off the hooded man that's been there. He's got dark hair, hazel eyes, very pale skin. He's got a scar around his neck, and you can tell from the scar up, he's very gray. From the neckline down, though, he's almost a different skin tone. And the witch beelines her eyes at Sriracha and is waiting impatiently for his reaction.
Where I'm at, do I recognize this is the same guy that...
Yes, you will recognize this is the same guy that attacked you last night.
Just wanted to make sure.
Goric, you know it's the same guy that you fought last night because of what the dragon said.
That guy's so fucking ugly.
Yeah. brutal.
Sriracha!
Hold your tongue, Goric.
I. Apologies.
How? Why?
Uh-oh.
She bursts into giggles. But the man standing there says nothing. He doesn't even wear an expression.
Of course.
She kind of, even this point in her just glee, she's holding tips of her robes and like spinning. She thinks she's done such a good job.
And his arms?
They're a little scarred up. They are different scars, but you can tell from the neck down, it looks like there is a different body attached to a different human head. Sriracha, would you like to make a wisdom check to see if you recognize this person?
Nope, that's a failed save. That's a check. Do I have to? I mean, I know.
I roll the ball.
Just, yeah,
I
you
like,
might
do
as
I
well.
have to make you
number.
roll, or do you just want to announce it? It's your story in here.
Fuck me, god damn it.
She said she would hurt you, bro.
Yeah, she did. She did earlier, but I still wasn't prepared for it. Fucking, I don't even. He would just be speechless. He doesn't know what to say. I never thought I'd see you again, brother.
He makes no expression and does not speak. Make
Done
a
talking.
perception
Yeah.
check.
Perception 14.
There's no light in his eyes.
Nope. Wow.
Even the dragon at this point, with the witch's elation beside him, kind of chuckles for a minute. Not so much at the situation, but he seems delighted that she's happy. And he nods and goes, well, to the death then. And he starts to walk back with the witch, and you can see the raiders are actually bringing in chairs for them to sit and watch.
All right. There's nothing left to talk about. Let's
Mhm.
finish this.
So as they walk away, on a cue from their departure, he pulls a sword free.
How far away is he?
About 15 feet.
Okay. I'm guessing my group is also backing up.
Ramsey?
Real quick. In the nature of my not trusting that anything is going to go as planned,
Yes.
fuck that spider.
Did you kill it?
Yeah, it's dead. It's dead
In the
as hell.
nature of
Or flag.
Yeah, it's dead.
cool. Yay. That makes me happy. I sleep in there.
I know. I want to have a crossbow ready
Okay.
and just sitting here for what I'm believing is a backup shot.
Okay. So I realized
That's it.
earlier you asked how far away they were. So the champion's about 15 feet away from you. They're going to be sitting probably about 50 feet back. So they're moving to the chairs that have been brought forward. Your group is going to disperse about 20 feet to give you room, but they're not leaving your side if they don't have to.
Okay. Yeah. I don't even think I would wait for everyone to get in their position. I'm not having this shit. Yeah.
Shit. This is about to get so real right now. That's initiative, buddy.
I don't even know what he means by that yet, but I'm ready.
Oh, man.
Targin.
I got a 13.
Okay. You're going to go first.
Thank fucking Christ. Okay.
This evil dice all night. Evil fucking dice. Roll the 1.
I'll take it.
Lathander's with me. Okay.
Xander's with him.
Really, at this point, I'm going to get the other big one.
Fucking. Since it's not really a secret, I just want to announce for everyone, storyline-wise, my brother was publicly executed.
He's dead. Yeah.
So,
Alright.
It's, this is a really interesting turn of events.
yeah. Okay. Well,
It's time.
action dash.
Oh.
I'm using Charger, the feat.
Okay.
When you use your action to dash, you can use your bonus action to make one melee weapon attack or to shove a creature. Going for the melee weapon attack.
Okay. Roll the hit.
Okay. 16 plus 6.
It's going to
22.
hit.
Yes.
It's gonna
Okay. And then you either gain. Oh, okay. So I just gain +5 to the damage roll. What's my damage again? 1d8. That's right. No, I want this one.
Is that plus your strength bond plus that from your charger feat?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like everything, and then you
Yeah.
add 5 again to
Good.
it. 5 plus 4 plus 5, so 14 damage. And actually, no, it's not a bonus action, so I'm gonna use smite as well.
Okay. Hang on. You did 14 the first time, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then you smite.
And I smite for 12 damage.
You were the right choice for this fight. Like 110%.
Yeah. It's a lot of damage.
Oh yeah.
12 radiant damage.
That's important.
Just in case that matters, yeah.
Roll an insight check.
Of course, that's a 2. So total of 3.
Okay. However, the witch looks very displeased now.
Good. Fuck you. Her head's next. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, the man standing before you doesn't seem to react at all.
Yep, figured.
Um,
That's fine.
does a 24 hit your armor?
Yep.
Take 9 damage,
Okay.
and he's going to swing on you again. Does a 19 hit your armor?
Fuck yeah.
Damn.
God
And then-
damn.
It
That
literally
time-
just hits.
Oh, that time it's only 8 damage.
That's
Oh,
fine.
only 8.
It's okay.
The creature standing in front of you looks very wounded, but shows no emotional expression.
If I may, how far away are they from us?
From you?
Yeah, from me, I should say. Sorry.
Up on the ballista?
Yeah.
So from the ballista to the keep entrance, as a crow flies, is probably about 50 feet, and then from there, they're probably about another 60 feet out, so 110 feet.
Just curious.
Pretty far. My turn?
Yes, your turn.
Okay. Fucking Christ. 15 plus 21 to hit.
It's gonna hit.
Okay. God damn it. Oh, wait, hang on. What kind of damage was that?
Oh, retcon. Sorry. Real quick. After your first attack, the creature started glowing,
Okay.
and you now have advantage to hit.
Okay.
God damn it.
Is it glowing
Um,
to me too? Just to be.
And
Okay.
Goric.
Okay. It wasn't a 20,
And
so.
And Goric.
And Goric.
Nice. Yeah, I get the glowies.
What type of damage was he dealing?
Slashing.
Okay. That's fine. Anyway, I rolled a 1 on my dice, so that's 5 damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you hit him, he slides to the side and does not take the full blunt of that blow.
That's fine.
Okay.
I love rogues.
Don't.
Jelly.
All right, no, I don't.
Oh! He's going to strike you back, and he's going to crit.
That hurts.
Fine.
Ooh, 14. 16. 22.
That's
But then I bet a 14 does not hit your armor for the second
no.
attack.
What's 48 minus 19?
Minus
Can't
19
minus. Yeah.
is 28 or 29. 29.
Okay. My brain doesn't do well with numbers. Is that it?
Yep.
Okay. Please, for the love of God, crit. That's all I need. No, but I have advantage. Okay. 17.
It's not gonna hit.
Ugh.
Bummer.
Okay.
So an 18 does not hit,
Nope.
but a 24 does.
Yep.
So that's gonna be another 7 damage. And I know that like this fight is very bland, but I'm trying to drive home that he has no expression. He is just
Mhm.
swinging as he
just
should be.
swinging.
No, that's how these fights kind of go. It's kind of like a 1-on-1.
Yeah,
Goes
Yeah.
back and forth.
How's he looking?
he looks rough.
Okay.
Sriracha looks rough.
They both
Mm.
look pretty rough.
I think they both look pretty rough at this point.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I'm down to
They've been
half
going
HP.
well. Yeah.
The champion looks a little rougher than Sriracha though.
Just wait.
It's
yeah,
your
yeah, I
turn.
know.
Okay. Advantage. Please, come on. It was so close.
Trust me.
22.
It's
To
gonna
hit.
hit.
Okay. I'm going to smite this time as well.
All right.
So that's 6 damage plus 4, so 10 plus 11, 21 damage.
All right. As you cast your final blow and then smite, the body breaks apart into several different limbs. You can now see that we're all attached into some creature. And you can hear the witch shrieking in rage. Her plan has been foiled and she is most upset. She's stomping her foot. She's throwing a tantrum, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But the dragon man stands up. He looks to Nighthill. He raises his hand. And the 4 prisoners are cut free and walk forward. And the raider troop starts to dissipate. She is still stamping her feet and throwing a fit until he kind of consoles her, but more or less reminds her that she's in public and she's not being very ladylike right now, which snaps her into composure. And she kind of huffs and she goes, I worked forever on that. And she turns and they leave.
Rin blows a thunder wave straight up in the sky. Just to make noise. Like celebration. That's like a firework.
I'm gonna pick up the head and try and wrap it in something I have on me.
You don't have anything except for the banner of greenness.
I'll throw him. I'll throw him one of my bags that I have.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Okay. I'll put it in the bag and just walking back. No words. It's not saying anything. Walking back.
I can't believe that happened, and I don't know what to say to you.
As I was saying, Nighthill is actually in the same thing. He has gauged Sriracha's reaction and decided that no words is probably the best option.
Yeah.
He even, as his advisors go to congratulate him for saving the town, he hushes them. And then,
I'll walk behind him.
quietly to one of his guard captains, he goes, all right, that was a good escape plan, but we should probably clean the keep up now.
Fine.
We were ready. You were ready.
Worst case
that was-
scenario,
I
we
was-
put everything back.
Okay,
Yep.
in that moment,
best
it
case.
was, do I smite or do I sacred weapon?
Ooh, both would have been dope.
And
Yeah.
sacred weapon was when my weapon would start glowing, and that's the signal. But
Yeah.
Sriracha,
Yeah.
I want you to make a religion check right now.
oh, now I get the 20.
Hey!
Well, that's actually very
Still,
good
I mean,
because
it's good, but
somewhere in the back of your head, upon seeing your brother like that, you felt as if he was not at rest. But now that you have retrieved the head, you feel like he can go to peace, finally.
That's a wholesome moment.
it's bittersweet. Yeah.
I go down and open the gate for them.
Okay.
As they're coming
And-
back, I'm sure.
I'll try to meet Ramsey as well. I'll jump down off the wall from where I was. Neither of us know that was his brother, right? We were both
Nope.
too far away to hear that.
Governor Nighthill calls one of the guards to meet with the civilians on the track where they're going to let them know that Greenus will be evacuated of raiders probably in a few days, but not to return just yet. Stay out in the woods, just in case.
Yeah.
Everyone's quiet, and I feel like I've broken all of you.
No, this is
It's
good.
sort of
We're-
respectfully,
yes.
like
Well, I'll go up
Yeah.
to them too and tell them what's up while Sriracha is doing his thing.
Okay.
I'm looking
Okay.
for a brazier or fire of some sort.
I can make you one.
There's some outside the keep. There were some wooden braziers with large bowls in them
Okay.
and fire coals. There might even be there are probably some inside the Sally port.
Does he tell me? So
Who'll tell you what?
Gorik's probably telling us what's going on, right?
Well, you guys roleplay, do you?
Okay. I'm not even sure how to tell you what I just saw. The enemy that threw the dagger at you was the champion, and he took off his hood, and it was the head of Sriracha's brother attached to a different body, completely emotionless, and they fought to the death. Real death? I don't know. Sriracha succeeded. He destroyed the foul creature, and the witch got angry, and that was it. Honestly, they left after that. They were true to their word.
I'll look at him and I'll be like, "I'll be right back," and I'll thank you, and I'll run off after Sriracha before he gets.
They have also brought the. They left the gate open so that the 4 prisoners could come inside.
Oh yeah.
You see, there are 3 men and a woman amongst them.
I imagine I'm pretty close to the door. I just went to like a nearest one I could find.
Yeah.
Okay.
As they're walking by, I'd like to just ask, are any of you named Dave?
And one of them. Let's roll. One of them will look up at you. And he doesn't really respond. He's a little shaken. He's a little emotionally traumatized, but he like leaves the group and kind of like approaches you. He's a little worse for wear emotionally, for sure.
Yeah.
So
Same, buddy.
Same.
Just as he comes over, I'm still I'm just looking at the fire and holding the bag, getting ready to do what I'm about to do. Getting ready. Just say, last night, me and my companions saved 2 little girls. And
he starts to
their
like
mother.
pick his eyes up.
One of my companions promised we would bring back Uncle Dave.
He gives this just sigh and like looks like he shrinks for a second. And then looks over to another one of the guys and goes, "Adam, they found Karen and the girls." And the other one that was in the group almost looks like he just burst into tears.
They're safe. They're out in the woods with the others. You can probably join them.
He's gonna like reach up to clasp your shoulder. He's trying to show like any gratitude he can, but he is just physically drained right now, and he has no words for you. Not only did you save his town and set him free, you were the champion that fought for Greenest, but now he gets in and you tell him that his sister and his nieces are alive, and he gets to relay that information to Adam. You don't know the relation, but
You can probably guess.
And so he like grabs your shoulder and like grips it as hard as he can and like shakes it a little bit and just nods and starts to walk and like kind of has to pick Adam up to keep him walking. They are being escorted by guards to the sewer port to be taken out to the village with everybody else.
Yeah. Okay. Now I'm just standing looking at the fire again. Probably some tears starting to come down my face, both in game and in real life.
Rip.
Yeah.
I want to walk up and like stand next to him, like kind of shoulder to shoulder, and I'll look over and say, was he a follower of Lathander as well?
No. He was probably the worst person I ever met.
Then maybe what you did taught him the final lesson and he can be better in the next world.
I should hope so. Honestly, I might try and hug Ramsey at that moment.
It's
Yeah.
the man hug, which is like the arm on
grab
the
a hand and then
Mhm.
or on each other's shoulder kind of
oh
thing.
yeah, yeah.
Just like wrap around the shoulder.
Yeah.
And I will I'll bow my head and start in on a prayer to Lathander.
Just destroy Austin while you're at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Um,
Okay.
One
Just-
that he hasn't heard before.
So super quick, genuine intervention. Does Rin sort of see what's going on because he does want to?
If you've come down, then yeah, you've seen.
Yeah. He's not going to say anything, but he does want to be a part of any emotional support that's going on right now. He doesn't know what's going on, but he sees things are somber, and he doesn't want to not be a part of that. So even if it's just stepping up like behind them, but not even necessarily making my presence known, I
Just
just want
being
to like
there.
be there as a part of it. Yeah.
After I finish with the prayer, I'll take the flask and pour some of it on the fire to kick up the heat.
Are we all standing around it?
I'm gonna.
You're all there, so
Yeah, Gorik, you're there?
Have
I was
your-
just
I'd like
making
to-
sure.
have your
What do you-
moment.
When he pours the oil on, I'd like to make the fire brighter with prestidigitation.
I'm gonna hand you the flask of that clear white and say to your brother,
No.
to his end.
Greenest.
To greenest.
To greenness.
There you go.
End of
Then I-
greenest.
Throwing the head on the fire.
Rin's just gonna put a hand on your shoulder.
Not fighting it.
All
Yeah.
I know.
We're just doing
it's
the
a very
Macarena
supportive
off each
right
other.
now. We don't.
You just saved everyone's life. You
Yeah.
saved my life too.
It was a group effort.
I do have a question for you all, because this does
Mhm.
sound like a very good stopping point. However, I do have about 2 more hours of content prepared.
Jesus.
No. This is a good time.
This is Okay.
Good stopping
This
point.
is
Yeah.
solid.
This is.
I could go another 2, but
This is a really great moment to end
This is
on.
where you
yeah.
roll credits.
Yeah.
This
You
is
know.
this is. I'm just gonna switch to that intro real quick. Oh, I'm sorry I hurt you all.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things where like I was thinking about it all week. I knew this was going to happen.
Yeah.
All week. I still wasn't prepared for it. Fuck.
I love you.
I
I
love
make
you
I make
too.
the story hella interesting and make you feel it. So
That was heavy. Yeah.
Baby. All my notes for this session are just a battle plan.
Yeah.
That's all
We
they
were
are.
strangers 2 days ago.
um
a lot of shit's happened, man.
Yeah.
2? Really?
3, I think.
Oh,
3
exactly.
technically.
I
So
had
much has happened
9
this week.
events planned for today, and you guys got through 2 of them.
Yeah. Well, we really took a lot of time to RP
Christ.
and
Yeah.
But I
Dude,
actually really
other
like
one.
that. I would rather wait for next week's session and have you guys role play and build character moments every
Yeah.
time. Every damn time.
yeah, that was heavy stuff.
All right.
Yeah, as soon as she was like, oh, his forearms are scarred and there's like a scar around his neck.
As
That
soon as I
moment,
heard
I
the
was
scar
like-
around his neck, I knew. Yeah, as soon as he said that, I was like, "Oh no!" Like,
You can go back. You can go back. It was
To that moment.
9:09. I
Yeah.
don't know what time that would be in the VOD.
Yeah.
You can see my face.
I know, same.
Maybe like 2 hours and 9 minutes or something.
Yeah,
Man.
I hope her name is Victoria.
the witch's name.
Just super.
All right, guys,
Yeah.
we're gonna do sign
Yeah,
off, and then I think
yeah,
it's like
yeah.
mandatory tonight. We have to decompress.
yeah, definitely. We gotta take some time.
I don't know if chat feels like it, but I can switch to the intro screen and we can decompress live or and talk about.
Well,
unless
we
you-
should probably host somebody.
Yeah,
Okay.
we've been on for a while.
Yeah.
Do your sign offs while I
So-
look for shit.
Okay.
You all know I'm Austin or Doomfish on Twitch. I'm a little emotionally wrecked, so I don't know what to talk about. I hope you all had a good time here tonight.
I already have the raid set up, so we'll be
As
ready.
as good as it was also like
Draining.
I don't know what to
Some
say.
heavy stuff. Yeah.
That's okay.
Fuck. Yeah. That's all I got.
Anything, Victor?
Salty Captain K, Salty Captain Chaos on various things and such. Not too much. Just I'm glad that worked out the way it did, though I'm super sad that it worked out the way it did. I don't know. Sorry about your brother, buddy.
I was expecting it.
Still,
Yeah.
still.
Yeah, that's
I am going to throw. Shit. I have to do something a little separate. Hang on.
Okay. Skylar, anything?
Yeah. I'm Skylar. On Twitter, I'm SkylarWade_. I know the subreddit is a conversation that we sort of have every time. I still don't think anybody's posted there yet, but
No, we're awful.
but
Terrible.
uh,
I lurk.
I think I'm going to start
I don't know.
posting Rin's
would
journal
love that.
entry from his backstory
That would be amazing.
over time.
Awesome.
I've got a bunch of them written up that are just sort of flavor or whatever for why he does what he does and what his values are. So
Weapons.
yeah, slowly but surely, he's going to sort of reveal himself, I guess, over the subreddit. I don't know when I'll get started, but I'll probably try to post one tonight before we go to bed.
Okay.
Maybe get some liveliness going on. But that's all from me.
I think
Yeah.
Roland.
I don't have a whole lot to say. Write a road book on Instagram and on Twitter and on Twitch, though
Don't stream.
you'll find my best content here. And the rest of it is shitty and pictures of dogs.
One dog. One good
It's
boy.
it's valuable content though.
One good
It is
boy.
valuable dog.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very good dog.
Yeah, don't know a whole lot. I also play Reynard in our Wednesday game. I may start the Wednesday game on Savage D&D and here. Here's the best place to check it out because then it's easy to follow this game as well.
Yes.
But I may start writing
Spell
another campaign pretty soon. I DM a Sunday game offline.
Look at Victor's face. Look at
I know
Victor's face.
Victor's intrigued.
He's
Yeah.
like, I'm down. I'm
I'm
down.
intrigued.
It usually runs about 9 hours, our Sunday game. And so this other game is going to be more akin to these games are shorter. But I think I'm going to go with Spelljammer. I think we're going to probably be doing Spelljammer if we do it.
I'm
That'll be fun.
excited.
Which, if you don't know what Spelljammer is, it is a super crazy adventure in the astral plane where everyone flies around on giant sailboats that fly in space. And they are super fun.
Victor's
We're
so
still trying-
excited.
Yeah, it's off the wall. It's like fantasy space adventure. Think Treasure Planet.
Yeah,
that movie.
That's a good way of saying it. Yeah.
You know, that's the best way to describe it, which is a real fun thing. And yeah, that's gonna be a no holds barred game if we do that. It's
Yeah.
gonna be
Pretty fun.
fun.
What day? I'm sorry.
We don't know
We
yet.
don't know yet. Don't know yet. It's on the agenda.
It's on the burner.
So I'm gonna start
Um,
slowly purchasing Spelljammer books.
That's fine, Rabbit. I'm going to do. Sorry. I'm gonna start my raid. I did post the link in Discord. For those of you that are joining, or those of you that have been here, I am a first-time DM. So if you would love to get in our Discord, give me some feedback, give me some fan theories, tell me how you felt about the session. I would really appreciate it. I do love feedback, positive, negative. Tell me I'm a heartless bitch. Tell me that I'm a heartless bitch and you love it. I don't care.
It's a little of both.
Either
Oh,
way,
if we screwed up on rolls or mechanics too,
let me
us
know.
there,
Yes.
and then we can review that stuff because
So I can get it right.
Make the mistake a second time. Yeah.
Yes. So again, I'm Katie Sue here. I'm Katie Sue _TW on Twitter, Katie Sue _IG on Instagram. Feel free to follow for when I go live, shenanigans and stupid shit throughout the day. Other than that, I'm gonna raid Maddie Morgs. He helps me design NPCs and answers all my questions. So please enjoy his stream.
See you guys. It was fun.
I think you barely made that.